But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Yo, hearts in chat right now, flames in chat right now for all the reactors out there, and in particular Larry 1K who's here with us right now. So, bro, let's make something happen, man. What's the plan? You want to throw me some words?
I got 3 words. I got 3 words for you, man.
Yes.
3 words.
Yes. What you got, bro?
All right. So my first word, I want to put this word together, but it's Jesus Christ. It's Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. All right. Hell yeah. Yeah.
First word. All right. The second word, we're gonna go with Lucifer.
Lucifer. All right. We got a theme going.
Lucifer.
All right. Yep.
Yes, sir. The last word we're gonna go with is rapture.
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 Which, like, what does that mean exactly? Like, of course, I'm familiar with that word, but like, what is the rapture?
Like, I guess, like, you know, in biblical terms, like when Jesus, because I'm a Christian, when Jesus come back and like bring his people, so like I guess like grab or gather up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, dope. We got this, man. Jesus Christ, Lucifer, and the rapture, y'all. We about to do it. Here we go. You ready?
Let's go. I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Larry 1K is here. Yo, come on, yeah, come on, yeah, come on, yeah, come on, hey. When they hear him rhyme, they like, he's just nice. Rappers hear me spitting, they be yelling, Jesus Christ. H-Mac never stop, you'll be taking a loss. Rappers got me pissed off, man, they got me so cross. Hey, Mac coming through since my 2nd grade recital. I told you that my rhyme book is something like a Bible. H-Mac, I be taking rappers into churches, recording in the pews while I'm dropping rhyme verses. Yeah, this is biblical, all these rappers miserable. Every time I rhyme, I'm about to paint the visual, doing something different. Here's what I'm saying, rappers dropping to their knees right now and straight praying, like, please Lord above, help bring me love, cause this dude named Mac, well, when push comes to shove, I'm pretty sure he's about to go harder than the rest. Please Lord help me, he's putting me through a test. I don't know if there's a way that I can survive, cause compared to all these rappers, man, he got more drive, plus he got more practice and he got more bars, plus his lyrics like my life right now, cause they hard. Someone help me find a path through this. I don't know what I can do, help me Judas. Mac moving with the movement, y'all know I'ma crush it. I leave you flustered every single time I bust it. Now listen, I be coming off top with the truest words. I spit the fire and my shit is flaming hot like Lucifer. Yeah, every time I'm rapping, I'ma make you panic. Yo, all my bars sound dark, satanic. Listen, I will excel from the place where I dwell. I'm with Big L right now, recording down in hell. No doubt, y'all know I'ma kick these rhymes. Shout to Big L, repping from the 139. Yeah, now I wouldn't say that myself unless Big L told us he would go there himself. So listen, I'm about to be there there with him in the flames. Me and Big L straight spitting off the brain. Now, I do this forever, y'all know I'm hype. I be feeling like Lucifer, my dome got spikes. I got the tail as well, and I grip the red trident. I'm stabbing through your heart each and every time I'm rhyming. Yeah, check the way I'm creating, there's no debating. I'm inflating from the heart while I'm spitting it hot as Satan. No contemplating or deliberation is necessary. They hear the voice for 1 second, they say yes, it's Harry. Very much so, breathing flames like a dragon. I'm a fucking demon, got you screaming while you lagging behind, cause there ain't another rapper who can flex like this. Ah, my bad, shit, that was The Exorcist. I'm flipping out. Harry Mack, y'all know I'm about to rip freeze. I got your head spinning out 360. Yeah, I'm here right now, they all aware. I'm twisted up and mangled while I'm crawling up the stairs. Yo, I'm spitting through the static, it's a habit. Boom, boom, there's some sounds in the attic. Yo, I come through with the fatness, I rap sick. I heard in a church in Tennessee they got a mattress. True story. Hey yo, y'all know I'ma burn it down. H-Mac, yo, I got it, I won't return the crown. I'm here for all my people, y'all know I'm a master. Coming off the top and causing a natural disaster. I was in the church just recording with the pastor. Yeah, I be rhyming so fast, bro, I move past ya. Yeah, and you know I'm the real deal, not an actor. They all up in the game, but they not even a factor. Treat it like Smash Bros, Mac flows smack ya. I'm about to gather my fans, it's the rapture. Harry Mack causing disaster like Katrina. Told you off the top I be flowing like Aquafina. I'm fancy like in a Beamer, but I don't have a car. All I do is ride a bike while I'm spitting these bars. Feel like J. Cole cycling through New York. I be smoking microphones just like some Newports. Now listen, I'ma let them all better witness. For me this music shit is religious. Yeah, and I'm slaying them all. Hey, rappers hit their knees, got them praying to God. Let's go, I told you I'ma let you better witness. Yo, for me this music shit is religious. Yeah, I'm the one you might see twice. I got rappers yelling, screaming out, Jesus Christ. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Not much, how are you?
Pretty good. Just chilling. What about you?
Same, just chilling. I'm actually, I'm doing freestyle raps for people. Could I do one for you?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, dope, but I need your help though. Can I get like 3 crazy random words to inspire my freestyle?
Alright, I got it. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Marlboro. Bathroom. And let's go with cigarettes.
But we already got Marlboro. It's too similar.
Okay, I'll do a random one. Alright, hunger.
Hunger, nice. I dig it. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, let's get it.
It's over. Mike
Yo.
Tyson has returned.
I'ma let them all know. Hey, thoughts are provoking, microphones are smoke on, something like a Marlboro. Yeah, I'ma press a bigger threat, facts. I'ma smoke you like a cigarette pack. H-Mac, man, you know I'm about to win with words. I was like, we already got it, it's too similar. Switch it up, yo, we need something different. From H-Mac, man, they better keep a distance. Yeah, and y'all know I'm going in. Any competition, H-Mac about to win. Flow off kilter, step incorrect, I'ma kill ya. Harsh like a stick with no filter. H-Mac, man, you know I'm about to do it from the damn soul. I'ma build it by myself like a hand roll. Cigarette all up in the paper, everything we spit sound major. Pulling up the caper, when it come to lyrics off the tip, I'm the rhyme innovator. I'm about to ship new lyrics to the dome. Hey, y'all know I'm shining like chrome. Hey, I do this all from my home. Hey, they know I stay in my zone. Listen, I'm rocking in with all my people whenever I'm rocking the mic on Omegle. Y'all know that I grab it, I'm ready to spark. Peace of my homie who chills in the dark. Yeah, I see you there, and you know my shit is more hype, more tight. All up in the back, you got the orange lights. Mac call up on it, and you know I'll be the verse lord. Plus behind the lights, I can see your surfboard. Back going in, I'ma win, that's a real fact. Any track that I'm on, I'ma kill that. Yeah, and you know I'm about to strike your rappers useless like Marlboro's no lighter. Yeah, I'll be going in, if I'm gone, I'll be back soon. Shitting on the game, yeah, the industry, my bathroom. Mac on a whole nother zone, and I got you all up in the inferno. I'm pissing on the industry like it's a yarno. Harry Mack, you know my vibe, they couldn't spoil it. I'ma flush these corny rappers down the toilet. Yeah, I'm doing what I feel, y'all know that I major. I be getting to the paper, but no TPA. Rappers so shitty, this is gonna be easy. Yeah, other MCs don't please me. Ayy, told you that I'm nice, but believe me, listen, y'all know I'ma put these rappers to the test soon. Ayy, y'all are hella nasty like a public restroom. Ayy, Mac, you know I'm about to do this shit for y'all. Ayy, shout to public restroom, but the thing is, I don't stall. Yeah, Mac, I keep it moving. I'ma travel with no manager. Ayy, whole entire scene, man, you know I'm about to clean it up, calling me the janitor. Ayy, Mac going in once again, yeah, you know that I'm about to do it just like this. kiss. Check out the lyrics that I brung ya. Man, I got the hunger. My tummy all up in a twist. Hungry to win the game. I spit the flames. I switch it up. I make you cover up your mouth. I kill the game, no doubt. I'm staking on my route. These other rappers do it for the clout. Whoa, I be so hungry, I'm starving. I am not from Earth. Every Mac is a Martian. The greatest to do it. That's how they regard him. And y'all know I'm not here to trade. I don't barter. I'm about to hit you, Harry Mac. I be that dude. I be in the mood for some big ass food. All up in the game, and you know it's high stakes. I really got the hunger. I'ma scrape that plate. It's Harry Mac. Y'all know that they should be concerned. I'm hella hungry like I got a fucking tapeworm. Y'all know the track. I be beating it up. I even kill it a cappella. We ain't eating enough. I need more food, more cuisine. I'm on the scene. I spit shit clean. You know I'm living my dream. I got your eyebrows rising. You cannot believe it. When it becoming the lyrics, I'll be telling you my secrets. Matter of fact, I'm going in. You know I do it faster. I cause a disaster. I'm the freestyle master. I had to drop a chapter. Y'all know I destroy rap. It's your boy Mac. I really hope you enjoyed that. What?
That was good.
Yo, Gudgies, we're live. Kyle Anderson, I googled it, so and on your channel, you're a freestyler. Okay. You told me to Google your name. Okay, I did. Okay. I'm not. I mean, if you're going on, if you're trying to say that you're a freestyler rapper and all that, I'm not a rapping channel. I just like rap now and again. You know, it's only I use Harry Mack. That's it. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. I googled your name. Okay, it looks like you're. I looked on your channel. It looks like you're freestyle. Okay, fair play. I love it. Freestyling's great. I can't do it, but good to see you guys. Good to see you, Baz. Oh, Baz is not here now. What was there? I don't know if he's back. Hold on, let me just tell him we're live, just in case. Just in case. 2 seconds. But anyway, good to see you, Thomas. Good to see you, bro. The Jolly Man, good to see you. I haven't seen you in here for a while. Good to see you, bro. And that's it. Bazai as well. And that Kyle Anderson, if he's about. But I googled your name. I think I googled it last time you asked me to be honest. Let me just check. Oh, let me just quickly Google again. I mean, all I get is Facebook Sundance. Like, hold on. Let me just do AI. Kyle Anderson is the most prominently linked. All right, hold on. Film critic and journalist Kyle Anderson has covered the Sundance Film Festival over a decade, providing reviews, interviews, and best of raps. That's great, but I can't see that same guy coming to my chat. I just can't see it. Anyway, good to see you guys. Let's try that bars I know. He probably already does know. Yeah. It's only a 19-minute video ago. I thought it was longer. It was one that LBA Paul gave me. Remember the last time I did the flat earth stuff? He gave me at the same time as that. That was a few days ago. This one's about flat earth being is the Bible a flat earth book? I would say, well, it talks about earth in there. It talks about creation. I wouldn't say it's a flat earth science book, but it certainly supports flat earth without a doubt. That would be my conclusion on it. It's not a flat earth book per se, but it supports flat earth, and it tells you, it teaches in there that it is a flat earth, but it's not a flat earth book. But I don't know where this guy's coming from. I don't know if he's coming from. It's Metatron, I think is the name of his channel. Is it Metatron? I'm not sure. It might be. Can't remember. But I don't know if he's coming from being on the side of it or coming against it. I'm not sure. Paul just gave me the link, and I haven't watched it yet, so I thought we'd do it as a stream because we did the flat earth one the last time he gave me a link. I thought he'd be here, to be honest. Let me just tell him in WhatsApp as well. Okay. Did I actually tell him about that? Oh, I did. But he hasn't seen it, so it could be asleep or whatever. Okay. Just try to see if anybody comes in. I don't think Jim's done any more new ones, but we can go to an old one. See if anybody else comes in. It's only a normal stream tonight. It's not film night or anything. Film night's tomorrow night. Movie night's tomorrow night. I'm only doing this tonight because I was doing something else in the afternoon, so I couldn't do it in the afternoon. So here we go. We're doing it tonight. Right. Jim, I remember last time Jim was in, he said the clouds ain't separating long enough for him to get any observations done. So let's go to old ones first then. Let's go to an old one and then we'll get on with the topic. Go popular. Actually, go down a bit. Because the first few months are only like seconds worth. Right. Okay, let's try that. What's this one? Here we go. Come on. We'll see how many minutes. Yeah, there's Baza. There he is. Stars. Let's do the stars. Good to see you, Baza. Who did you think it was, Jolly Man? Oh, see, Jolly Man hasn't been in here since I changed my channel name. I'll change my name. You haven't been in here since I changed it twice. I've changed it twice since you've been in here, I think, Jolly. Yeah, it's me. It's me. I don't often do flat earth stuff, you know that. I'll leave my flat earth. Well, what I used to do is leave my flat earth talking to be on Flatzoids, but Flatzoid doesn't do flat earth stuff anymore. So, you know, I'll have to do it every now and again. Roger's the flat earth channel now, I'd say, you know. Yeah, I don't want to just dedicate my channel just to flat earth, you know. There's more truth than just flat earth, you know. Flat earth is certainly a big one, and it's one that can lead you to Christ. You know what I mean? It's one that can lead you to at least knowing there's a creator, but if it only leads you to just there's a creator and then there's no relationship involved, then it's not doing much good. But we've got testimonies like Thomas Morgan. He got into flat earth, and flat earth led him to the Lord. So it does do that. It does do that, you know. But I don't want to be a full-time flat earth channel. I'm not as good at it as, say, Flatzoid is or Roger or anything like that. You know, I'm better at what I do. You know, I'm okay at backing people up, stuff like that. But, you know, I haven't dedicated my time to it like others have, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Flat earth brought you to scripture. Exactly. I was saying that, Thomas. I was saying that. Right, anyway. Let's do a Jim. That's dead low, that one. That's good flow on my side. That's it. I like that. Stop it. Charlie Man says to Thomas, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. No, wrong one. Wrong one. Yeah, no, it's the right one. Stop it. It's a spheroid chasing the sun. The new religion creation story can be proven with formal science and negative fractional math. Yeah, I just as well I know who you are in it, Jolly Man. Anybody else that came in and said that, I would have thought, well, troll straight away. We know where you're at, Jolly. We know where you're at. We know you're a secret globe. And that he's proved it, nothing secret about it. He's just saying it straightforwardly. You know, I'm only joking, Jolly. I'm only joking. Oh, changing music, Jim, in that one. Nice. D-Man, good to see you, brother. Sogs, good to see you, brother. LVA Paul in his second channel, good to see you. LVA Paul in his other channel, and LVA Paul in his old channel, good to see you, bro. Oh, it's warm in this. I'm going to fly on 2 seconds, guys. Ooh, just in time now. Nice one, Jimmy boy. Yeah, Paul, it's that second link that you gave me. You know, the Is the Bible a Flat Earth book? Let's start the one I'm doing. I realized it's only 19 minutes long, so I might get through it quick. So might have to do something else afterwards. Might actually, I mean, I haven't got it on there. It's not movie night, but I might go over to Rumble afterwards and watch a couple episodes of Supernatural or something, but no movies tonight. That's tomorrow night. So yeah, I won't be over in Rumble long if we go over there. But nice one, Jem. Link for people watching the chat replay. If you're not sub to Jim. Go away. Go away. Roger in the house. How you doing, bro?
Hey, PJ, you got an echo?
Have I got an echo?
Yeah.
From you mean?
Yeah.
A little tiny one in the background. I can hear me repeating really lowly.
Yeah, I guess the headphones I got right now.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
There's the mini ones that you fit in your ear, and the microphone's actually on them at the same time, so the speaker's so close to the
yeah. These are the ones that fart. It's the ones that are going. Yeah, the ones.
Okay.
Do you remember who else used to do that? Chris's, wasn't it? Chris's used to do that.
Yeah, way back. Yeah. And RG had the same problem too, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Okay, I'll turn you on the regular speaker.
Yeah, I wonder why it does that when it does that stupid fart. It sounds like a frog. It sounds like a frog farting.
They're possessed, dude. They're possessed.
It does. Honestly, it sounds like a frog farting. And then it's like you talk, and then it goes
Not anymore, is it?
It's how a frog would sound if it farted. It's actually more like someone being sick, to be honest. Yeah, you're right. It's more like a heaving. Yeah.
Somebody called it a demon-possessed microphone.
Paul in the house as well. How you doing, Paul?
So, what are you reviewing, PJ? A book that Paul?
Say again. Oh no, you've lost your signal, Roger.
Yeah, he did sound a little bit robot-y to me, but
Who, me?
No, Roger.
Oh yeah. He's on
my
his phone.
Wi-Fi's changing. Yeah.
Now, can you hear that farting, Paul? Like it goes.
Yeah.
Also, Roger's a little bit louder than you, PJ. I don't know about me, my level, but can you adjust levels in StreamYard?
A little bit, but not too. Mine's been set on the same for about a year on the gain on my microphone. You know what I mean? And I haven't touched it since because at one point it was too loud. So I set it to where it was perfect for everyone. I can't see how it would be changed.
Oh, well, as long as nobody's bleeding back through my mic, that's the best thing because I don't like wearing headphones unless I absolutely have to.
Well, no, I've never had anything bleeding. Like my speakers are there and my mic is there. Like my speakers are right in front of me here. Like, I don't know, 18 inches away from me, and the mic's not too far from me. And I've never had bleeding from the mic through them. Never. I don't know why. I don't understand it, right? I really don't understand it because it'll hear me in the kitchen, but it won't hear something out the window, or it won't hear my speakers. I don't get that. But it's obviously something the computer does.
Well, it depends on what your pattern is, if it's cardioid or omnidirectional or what do they call them? Shotgun. They're very, and like microphones, what like singers have, you have to be right on top of them.
Right.
And they have that so the other instruments don't drown out their voice.
Right.
Or like a bingo caller, they'll have one of those microphones that you have to have right up to your lips.
Yeah, see, I'm on 100% in StreamYard, so I shouldn't be low. I don't like putting it above 100 because I've had to put Chris when he used to come in. I used to have to put him above 100, like 180 to hear him. But then his mic would do that. Roger's doing that. It would be farting all over the place. So I wouldn't hear his talking, but I'd hear his the frog farting thing. All right, Roger, no problem.
It's different to roboting, isn't it? It's almost like a something in between.
Yeah, that's the only two I've ever heard it from. It was Chris is the first person I ever heard it from.
Oh, Roger said he's traveling, so that will be why.
Yeah, there you go. But
you're not close enough to the satellite, Roger.
Yeah, that's it.
Or the ground tower, because I noticed that they don't have Starlink in any places where they don't have lots of ground towers. Isn't that interesting, PJ?
Exactly.
Like in the middle of the Brazilian rainforest, you can't pay for Starlink. That's just very interesting, isn't it?
Now, I've just listened to myself on YouTube, and for me, it's perfect. I mean, I don't. It must be something like volume-wise on your side, Paul, because on YouTube I sound quite loud.
Yeah, no, it might just be because Roger's cutting in and out that the click of him coming in was loud rather than his voice,
Ah, okay. Space Miner, good to see you. Got a few faces tonight that I ain't seen in a little while. In my chat, anyway.
I don't know. Are you paying for StreamYard or are you using the free version?
No, I've paid. How could I use the free version and the amount of times I stream? I do 40 hours in a few days.
No, but I just noticed that you get more features, but the basic this panel isn't any better, no matter how much money you give them. Because I did, you know, for when we were doing His Word is Truth, and I was letting Michael use it, etc., and I was letting you use it. The only reason we had that much access is because I was paying about $700 a year.
Yeah, that was in Restream though. I've noticed it.
Yeah, and that was still no better than the basic Restream panel.
I was going to say when it comes to Restream though, I get better features when it comes to videos. Like in Restream, you can download a video to computer and you can show it through Restream, but you've got to have a really, really high subscription. Here, I could show if any video I've got downloaded, I just show through video file. That's what I used to do. I used to, instead of me have, because I never used to be on YouTube Premium, so I used to have adverts. So I download the videos, so I didn't have to, so I didn't have any of the adverts. But on Restream, you don't seem to get that. You can only use a video file if it's under a certain amount of gig or meg. You know what I mean?
I seem to be all right with Brave at the moment. I mean, I'm on Ubuntu rather than Windows, but I'm on Brave and I have AdGuard, the green one on there. And sometimes you have to turn Brave Shield off and then the AdGuard on. Sometimes you have to have the AdGuard off. And normally, touch wood, I haven't had any YouTube adverts on my browser.
Well, I remember before I went on Premium, like Chris was in here and he kept talking to me. What it is, I downloaded an ad blocker because my ad blocker had stopped and all that, and it worked. The ad blockers had stopped and all that, but in StreamYard I couldn't hear Chris talking at all. And as soon as I got rid of it, he was back talking. So it was blocking him. It was blocking him coming through the ad blocker. So stupid. So I ended up having to get YouTube Premium. I actually just went for the free.
When I'm on the YouTube app on my phone and I forget, you know, to use Brave on my phone, because I don't think the phone Brave is quite so good. You have to set it on desktop mode and then it's almost like PC. You get some adverts. But if I'm on the YouTube app on my phone, you know, like say standard, every chapter of Enoch I was listening to, after every chapter, and some of them were very short, you got 3 long adverts. And initially there to press the button because I was outside in the garden. So you get these really long adverts. And I can't imagine why anyone would want to listen to that. And I can understand why people would pay YouTube Premium, but I'm not paying Google any money.
I know. Well, do you know what it was? I went for the because at the time I needed it at the time because I couldn't. But I was sick of downloading videos and my download the certain videos I was downloading weren't downloading anymore. The downloaders weren't downloading, you know, and I didn't want to go through bloody doing it through my Chrome and all that again. You know what I mean? Not what you call it. My sending it from my phone to the Chrome. What's it called again? The Google Drive. The Google Drive thing. Didn't want to do it through that. So I just went for the 2 months free. But after the 2 months, I totally forgot to get rid of it, and it just started coming out of my account. So yeah,
that's the trouble with. That's the other reason why I don't like it, because I'd rather have, like, if I want to sign up to someone, I'd rather have a non-recurring membership that I can choose, maybe pay for a year or 6 months or something. And when it comes to audio books, and when it comes to the Bible, I like Scalby, but I also like Christopher Glynn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on his website and I'm going to buy all of his audio books.
But the thing is with Scalby, because I was so used to downloading his, I always downloaded them, so I don't get any adverts with that anyway, even if I wasn't, because I've always downloaded his stuff anyway. So I think
they seem to be trying to clear up some of the recordings. I don't know if they're doing that manually or computer aided or however, but I seem to remember some of the recordings were a bit scratchy, probably because they were on tape, magnetic tape.
Oh yeah,
and they seem to be trying to clean them up, which is good. But you know, with old recordings, what can you do? You know.
Yeah, I think with some of his recordings also, you can hear a little echo in the background. It's almost like there's a little fade through, like it's like he's watching it somewhere or hearing it somewhere and it's coming back. You know what I mean? Or coming through his mic. But because a lot of people have spotted that with the Alexander Scrubby when I've been showing them, even with the downloads, because obviously I download everything that's there. So it's downloading the echo also, you know what I mean? So people did notice it. I'd already noticed it, but I'm not used to it. You blot it out because it's so low. It's so low. It's just like you think initially it's something you've got open, you know what I mean? But then you hear it and it's like, it's him. It's actually been recorded that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also people's voice. If you know some people with powerful voices and they're using just a basic phone mic, say like Brian's Logic,
Yeah,
every now and again, if you're not very careful with your speech,
yeah.
like even me, I was trying to record a voicemail earlier with my standard mic on my phone, and I just kept getting buzzing. So I'm going to have to redo my voicemail message again with the plug-in mic that I've got for my phone.
Well, I do remember before I had a computer at all. Remember before you got me that laptop? Vicky's now got that laptop. I wish I'd never gave her it because I'm not with her. I wish I'd kept it. You know what I mean? But one of them.
Well, you're back on something older or something, are you?
No. Oh, no. This is newer. This is a PC I've got. This is a PC. It's a gaming PC I've got. It's not the most expensive gaming PC, but it's a gaming PC. Vicky got it for my birthday, though. That's when I gave her the other one. But I wish I'd never gave her it.
Oh, as long as you've got something decent, you know, because a gaming PC is exactly what you want for streaming because you're rendering the same as you would be playing a game. So.
Yeah, but the only thing is, it was meant to come in Windows 11. It came in Windows 10. And I said, well, I'll keep it because I like Windows 10. But now Windows 10 don't do that. They've discontinued the blooming everything. If you've got an upgrade or whatever, an update, you've got to buy it, ain't you? But it's still working fine for me.
Yeah, it's become more and more clear that unless you're really keen on Windows, that most people should be switching away from that because they're getting really bad. I mean, they've always been bad, and some people say on purpose, so you have to keep being online for updates. But when it comes to, you might want to try something like Ubuntu or Mint. Even Michael's got Mint on his computer now because your friend helped him with it.
Yeah, but that's not. I have no idea how to change an operating system, bro. I haven't got a clue. I wouldn't have a clue. So nothing.
You could put it on a USB. I can show you where to download it. You put it on a USB stick, and if you do that on a Windows PC, as soon as it's downloaded, Windows will pretend that that USB stick that's now got Ubuntu on doesn't exist.
All right.
And that's how you know it works, because it won't read it anymore.
Right. Okay.
So they can do that, Windows. I find that interesting. And then what you do is you turn your computer off, and then you press the delete or something. You know, when your menu comes up, when you start it up, it will say press a key for the menu, for your BIOS. And you have the thumb drive in, and you click the BIOS, and then you go in there and you say boot from the thumb drive, and that will start to load Ubuntu. And that's, you know, it's pictographic like Windows is. So it's laid out, they've made it to look like Windows, and then you just follow the on-screen instructions. Now, you might need a little bit of help getting online. Once you're online, there's a forum, and pretty much you just cut and paste all the code in the terminal, and that installs your programs. And they've even got a single button installs on most of their software now.
I've no idea. Everything you told me, I understand the words, but put them together, no idea what you just said, bro. I do know what you said. I just know I can't do that on my own. You know what I mean?
Well, I have that feeling before I learn it. Like I didn't know how to work Ubuntu before I tried it, and it took a few tries.
I mean, the thing with this going on to Windows 11, people just upgrade. No, well, every time I try and upgrade it, and I've got someone to look at this, everything they've gave me in the PC is brilliant. Apparently, it's good. Apart from this one thing, and it's an older generation, and I need to change that before I can get to Windows 11. I can't even upgrade for free. Even if I bought Windows 11, I couldn't even upgrade it. I'd have to go to.
Yeah, and you don't want to buy Windows 11. I've got no idea how much it costs, but it's going to be a few hundred, isn't it?
Really? You're kidding me?
Yeah, that's why you get it with new PCs, and they get a bulk discount.
Yeah, but can't you get the Windows 11 from online? You know, like the budget Windows 11. Surely you can do that for free.
Well, they allow you a free upgrade, but if you want to buy individually, you have to pay retail normally. Like when you buy a computer off someone, they've got a bulk discount, so they get like 90% off or something.
Well, I don't know.
Then they just give it to you for free. Because otherwise, no one would buy a computer. Because
I've no idea.
A lot of people don't know how to work operating systems. So if that didn't come with an operating system, that would probably put people off.
See, I have no idea where this Windows, where this computer came from. Because Vicky, I know it came online. She got it through. It's brand new, but it's PCs that are put together. And it was like I say, it was meant to have come in Windows 11. It came in Windows 10. So I just said keep it as that. But I had no idea that Windows 10. A few months after that, they were telling us Windows 10's got to be out of the window soon. I was like, freaking great, isn't it? But
yeah, they say that, but they'll still have to keep doing some security patches. They just won't be doing you any improvements.
So you're saying for me to get, if I was to change this to Windows 11, I'd have to buy obviously the hardware, which is fine, which has got to cost about 100 odd. But I have to buy Windows 11 too. The actual.
No, once you've got it installed, if they were going to let you upgrade for free because you've got Windows, a full version of Windows 10, once you've done that install, is it a graphics card or something like that?
No, it's not the graphics. The graphics card's fine. It's something else. It's an older generation of something. I can't remember what it is, but it's definitely not the graphics cards. The graphics card is the thing that's fine. That's definitely one of the things that's fine. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what it is, but I know it's instead of 13th generation, it's on 6. Something like that.
Okay.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah, once you've done that, though, if you can do it yourself, it's better. But if you can take it to a computer shop and they'll probably upgrade Windows 11 for you, because you'll be paying them to put the hardware in. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'd like to do. Because I mean, surely they can do that. I'm not.
Yeah, and they'll be able to tell you before you pay them anything whether that will be possible or not as well. So that would be best.
I mean, the people I got it from, I've no idea, and I couldn't ask because it's Vicky and I ain't never talking to that woman again. So I wouldn't be able to tell you where I got it from.
Yeah, no, it doesn't really matter. Most pieces are interchangeable.
I'm just hoping that if I take this to a computer shop, they don't try and charge me for the Windows and whatever part it is I need. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it works.
No, I mean, if you've got a small business, like a partnership, like father and son team or brother team, something like that, they're not going to do something like that. I don't know about a bigger concern.
Cool. Right, cool. Right, this is the video. Right, Metatron. I'm not sure if I'm sure I've seen his name before, but I'm not sure if I've done it. So is he against or for Flat Earth?
I'm sure I watched the first few moments of it, but I think his position is that it definitely isn't a flat Earth book.
Right. Okay. But is he right? Okay. So the Bible isn't a flat Earth book, but is he a flat Earther or not? Because a lot of people say
no. I don't think so. I think he's a glober. Right. I don't know whether he's an anti-flat earther or he just seemed like he had a lot of views and seemed a bit more mainstream. So
right. Okay. Let's have
there's no point, watching a Dave McKeegan video, is there? Because
no, I wouldn't.
Everyone would fall asleep.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Right, let's do it. Yeah. Right, let's do it. Like, say I haven't watched it at all. I haven't watched it. Why does my font seem bigger on that side? Is it? No, it's not. It must be my eyes. Everybody's talking to each other. Spaceman, I could see. I said hello already, didn't I? Think. Yeah, nobody knew since then. Okay, let's do this. So it's 90 minutes long, near enough 20 minutes long, guys. Just a smaller. There we go. And make that tall. There we go. It's better. Sorry, let's do this.
What does science say when it comes to the shape of our planet? Well, science says...
Oh, he's definitely not a flat earther. What does science say when it comes to the shape of our planet? Definitely not a flat earther, straight off.
that it's a sphere. Clearly, as we all know, flat earthers refute that. They deny it. They believe it is flat.
Well, why wouldn't I deny it? Why wouldn't I deny it when it's silly? When you talk about, when you come to the realization, it's not even taught about. Sometimes you don't even know much about flat earth until you realize it. You don't know much about flat earth when you first come to it. It just, the penny dropped for me. I knew nothing about flat earth before the penny dropped. I just knew that when the penny dropped, it was like, wow, that old stuff that I believed. No wonder I questioned that as a kid, you know? Love planet. Hey, they love planet because they love darkness. Exactly.
But what about the Bible?
Space.
And if you're a Christian watching, what should you believe? Science or the Bible? Does the Bible point to a flat?
I would believe the Bible, but the science that you're talking about is probably not science. You know, most science that you guys talk about isn't really science. If it's not natural cause and effect, I don't think it's science. You know, but a lot of the stuff is not natural cause effect that they're talking about when it comes to science.
Earth? No.
What?
Intro.
Oh. See, Metatron. That's it. Isn't that like on the movie Dogma, Metatron was God's voice. But isn't Metatron is it in Islam? Metatron?
Well, in Supernatural, he was God's scribe, wasn't he? I don't know how it applies.
Yeah, in Supernatural, we won't get to that bit tonight, though. That's way up. That's way in there. That's way like we're still in the first season. It's still finding its footing.
Yeah, most of claims like this are category errors, aren't they? Because you can't sense what the Earth is, so they're just using science in the broad term of what they want to believe or what's claimed to be real. Because science proves stuff, so they just say science with whatever they want you to believe.
Most of it blooming category errors, because when they come to the physics of flat Earth, they try to attribute the globe physics to flat Earth. So a lot of it comes out to be category errors because of their misunderstanding. You know what I mean? Or they're just absolute blatancy of denial towards it when they could see there's truth to it. You know what I mean? I'm sure like some McKeegan, Dave McKeegan, that don't like, okay, they believe there's a globe, right? Fine. But surely they must see the logic in flat Earth. Surely they've got to.
I don't know. I mean, he believes it so strongly. He stopped doing what his channel was about and started doing anything. I don't even know if he still does photography videos because I'm not going to look at his channel again. But
I don't look at his channel, but I wouldn't say he does. I wouldn't say he does at all, unless it's something to do with a flat earther and photography. You know what I mean? Like Flats, when Flats did that foreshortening video from the guy, then Dave had to get involved when it was nothing to do with Dave in the first place. It was somebody else's observation.
Yeah. Well, he's there to, promote his own channel. And it just so happens when he does that, he's there to disrupt any other genuine content, whether it be on the other side or elsewhere, Whether they mean to do that or not is no point. I can't divine people's thoughts, but the result is that he's there making a horrible buzzing noise, being very boring, and YouTube features him over anyone else. Like I logged on after say 5 months of not looking at flat earth stuff at all, and I was unsubscribed from Brian's Logic on both channels.
All right.
And unless you put his specific title of his video in and when and whereabouts he posted it, the date, it's almost impossible to find Brian's videos.
Yeah.
Whereas if you type flat earth in and search by date, you can find most flat earth shows. Unless there are people I know of that don't show up because they don't put flat earth in the title. But apart from that, like people like Nathan will show up. And I don't know, I suppose QE will show up sometimes, but a lot of the time QE's titles are, a treatment against a particular person. So it doesn't necessarily say flat earth. And it's not like they want you to find good flat earth content. So YouTube just feeds you Simon Dan mostly for when you type in flat earth.
The garbage. Yeah, you're right, Thomas. I just checked it out. It's in the third book of Enoch. It's the third book of Enoch, the Metatron's in. So, yeah, how real that is.
He's typed Megatron, though. I don't know if he was a Decepticon, was he? Megatron.
Yeah, maybe he's thinking he made Metatron's a Megatron. Could be a transformer.
Actually, I don't know how you spell it, but I assume it's got it's M-E-T.
Megatron. No, Megatron spelled as in Metatron or Megatron. Which one are you asking?
Metatron.
Mega.
That's how I heard it.
As a transformer, it's spelled how it sounds. Megatron. That's it. Mega, as in like big, and Tron, like the movie Tron. That's it. I don't know what this means.
Hello, number ones. Welcome back to my channel. This is the Metatron speaking, and today we'd like to approach this specific topic. Which
is that him talking? That's not. I haven't speeded this up. Sound is well speeded up. Wow. He maybe speeds his own videos up. I don't know. It sounds well fast.
Is of course argumentative discourse around the shape of the Earth, specifically from the point of view of not necessarily science, I've already mentioned that at the beginning, but faith, whether or not the Bible is indeed a flat Earth book. It's been a while.
Hold on. You're not looking at it from faith. How is it faith? It's faith. You have faith between you and God, but to see if the flat Earth is taught by the Bible, or if it's a flat Earth, if the Bible is a flat Earth book, is not faith. The writing is there. The literature is there. You check it and see if it aligns with flat Earth. How is that faith? If the evidence is there in black and white, that's not faith. Whether the Bible is a flat Earth book or not, it's nothing to do with faith. I mean, there might be faith involved, but what he's describing there is not faith when it comes to the Bible. You know, how you doing, Rog?
Doing good, man. I've missed like the last 5 minutes. I haven't.
Well, yeah, you haven't really. He's been on 49 seconds.
So what's their claim that the scientific about the globe?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's not what he's saying. His claim is he's asking whether the Bible is a flat Earth book. I mean, that's the name of his thing. Is the Bible a flat Earth book? The truth, he said.
I did hear him
then
mention.
Then he just said about
Science.
faith, whether the book, the Bible is a flat Earth book, something to do with faith. No, it's not to do with faith. If the black and white writing, the ink and paper's in front of you, you're reading it. That's not faith. That's, you know what I mean?
Yes,
it's right there in front of you, evident.
That's a great question, though. I mean, does it mean is it a book promoting the modern age of flat Earth? No.
No.
Is it a book that promotes the globe, heliocentrism? No, that's evil.
No.
But does it describe a flat and stationary Earth? Yes.
Yes, it does.
Because it is.
Yeah. But I thought I heard him say earlier that modern science says that the Earth is a globe.
Yes, he did. He did.
Yeah, that's not so.
No, of course. That's what they claim. But modern science. That's what my point was.
Yeah.
It depends on what science he's calling science.
Yeah, it's not science. So
yeah,
yeah.
Exactly. That's what I said. I did say that. But,
it's nonsensical, and it is.
I bet you'll like this T-shirt, though.
Megadeth.
Yeah, I don't mind his T-shirt, but I mind I don't mind the bands from old school and that, but obviously the pictures that go with it are not very edifying, are they? You know what I mean? The images, should I say, not pictures. That sounded so schooly. It sounded like you were back in primary school. An image, not a picture.
And by the way, the shape of the Earth has nothing to do with science.
No, it doesn't. Or the shape of stones. That has nothing to do with science either.
Yeah. Well, I think I got Oakley coming on my stream in a couple of days.
Yeah, I remember you saying. You said
I got an email back from him. He said he's gonna be on in a few days. So.
Nice. Michael showed me the book that he bought.
I told you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I showed you. He said it's quite pricey, but you know.
That's John.
Did you say someone's coming on your show?
Nathan's coming on. He's going to promote his book, and we're going to go over his new anti-flat earther, Wayne.
Oh, I didn't know his book was out yet.
I'm just going to promote his book. I don't know if it's out yet.
I think Adams and QC.
Adam and QE's book's out.
Yeah.
And I've been accused of handing it out for free. Sorry.
Handing it out for
I know you got caught. No, that was McToon. He ripped a copy, made it. He put grammatical errors in it and messed it up, and then he put it on Amazon for free. I mean, technically, they can do something about it, but they're going to have to get strong with Amazon because it shouldn't be listed because that is Adam and John Stooner's intellectual property. So you shouldn't be able to rip a copy, mess it up, and put it back on because that's defamatory. That's not changing something to make it your own. That's just that's just criminal in my opinion. Whether it meets that level, I suppose it's a civil thing.
Yeah. I get that. It takes faith to get out of a deception sometimes, but that's not what you're saying. It's faith. He's saying it's faith that whether believe in flat Earth because of it's a flat Earth book. It's not faith that believing it's a flat Earth book. Not flat Earth science book, but it's not faith believing it supports and teaches flat Earth because the evidence is there. The black and white's right there. It's not faith that language in that book says that implies flat. You know what I mean? That's not faith. It's just evident. You know. So that was my point against him. You know what I mean?
The earth was void and without form.
Yeah.
Right.
Still on the face of the waters, shall not be moved. You know, there's things like that just sort of give you a little clue.
Plenty.
Tons of them. Yeah, I went on with QE's live stream, went on in the Discord with him, and we talked about it. He said McToon was accusing me personally of handing out his book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what he did was he just sent it out to a load of flat Earth people and see if they would share it for free or whatever, or comment on it and try and get, QE and Adam a bad name for their book, but
didn't work.
That's not likely, is it? How detailed Adam is and how knowledgeable they both are about things. It's not likely they're going to have a book full of grammatical errors, is it?
Yeah. Well, Adam told me he wanted
Bobby Steels, you can get out of here, bro. There's no way you're sticking in here. Goodbye. Get lost. Don't even bother trying to come in here ever again.
We'll have Zebra in next, or Groovy. Is Groovy still around?
Yeah, no thank you, bro. No thank you.
He's very stupid.
Adam told me if I talk to McToon to say thank you for advertising for me. That's what he.
Yeah.
Just because it said flat Earth in the title, just because it says flat Earth in the title doesn't invite you along, Bobby Steels. See what I mean? You don't come to any other of my streams, not any other of my streams whatsoever. Says flat Earth, you're there just to try and take the piss. So before you even typed anything, goodbye.
He smiled at you first. That's all he did, huh?
No, it was a smack, not a smile.
Oh, good guy.
And PJ, I just wanted to say, like Thomas pretty much said what I wanted to say, where it's like sometimes it takes faith in God's word.
Yeah, of course it does take faith in God's word. Absolutely.
I mean,
yeah. Go ahead.
But it doesn't take faith to know that the Bible says what it says. That doesn't take faith. It just takes reading. That's it. It's that. But what he was saying is it's we're all going by faith by knowing what the Bible says. No, not about flat Earth. No, black and white. It says it in black and white. That's not faith.
Trust.
That's different. That's not what he was. That's different. That's different. That's not what he was saying, though. That's not what he was saying.
Oh, okay.
He's saying that we have faith that in the Bible. But that's why we believe in flat Earth. I think it's basically the runabout, right?
How come Bobby Steels was not banned from here already?
I don't know.
That's a soccer count. That's
he's got to be.
That's another. All right. So I was going to say because he's definitely banned in here.
My question is, why does he got gains on the side of his mic? He got dials on it.
Yeah, he's got
dials. You want to run that through a preamp? Yeah.
Well, but what? Why? Mine's got bloody dials on the side of mine. Well, mine's got dials on the side of it. It's got gain and volume.
Yeah, gain and volume. Yeah. Usually, you control your gain and volume with your amplifier.
Yeah, but it's probably got its own mini amp inside it. I don't know, but it's got. If I want people to hear me, I just put up the gain. I used to think it'd be volume, no, but it's nothing to do with the volume. It's the gain. So I've kept it where it's at. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. I mean, this is a great mic I got from.
It's just a different way of doing things. When I was working sound, they don't.
Yeah. I don't want to have to. I just want to be plug and play. I don't want to have to be messing about with amps and stuff. Plug and play is fine for me.
I got a little preamp.
Shall we continue?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Argumentative discourse.
And my point is, it doesn't take faith to know what something says. It might take faith to believe in it, absolutely, but to know what black and white says, that doesn't take faith. That was my point. That's kind of where I was going with because of what he said. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theory, but the reality is that I think it's pretty well known that I'm not a flat earther. I do not believe in flat Earth. If you do,
it's not well known to me. I mean, I know now, but it wasn't well known to me. No.
Maybe you can actually look into it, PJ. You think?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know what this video is about. Like I say, it's 19 minutes long. Don't know if we'll see him looking into it or not. Let's check.
Yeah.
More freedom to you. If you're gonna get mad at me because I believe in the sphere,
I'm sorry. It usually happens the other way around. I'm not saying that people, flat earthers, don't get mad at globers, but for believing in the globe, we don't get mad at them for believing in the globe. We used to believe in the same thing. So why would I be mad at someone for believing what I used to be indoctrinated into? I'm not going to be mad at them for it. I might not agree with them, but I'm not going to be mad at them. It seems to be vice versa. They get mad when you take away their sci-fi. Simple as that.
Well, look at all our trolls and anti-flat earthers. I mean, they are like McToon. Last time I had him on, he was just screaming at me. I had to literally mute him. I couldn't even talk.
Thomas was saying, I'm saying we trust that God said that he created and what he created. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Good point, Thomas.
Yeah.
Great point.
And sometimes I get upset with globers where they get upset with me when there's contrary evidence to a spherical Earth.
Well, like that, Bobby came in, and I don't want him in here because I know he's an anti-flat earther from experience. I ain't pissed off at him because he believes in the globe. I'm pissed off at him because he's an anti-flat earther that takes the piss out of flat earthers, not because he believes in the globe. You know what I mean?
I'm mad at behavior of Globers when they start trolling me and doxing my family and stuff. That's what
right. Like at that point, it's like, no, you need to find something better to do.
Better to do.
Yeah.
Right. Of course. Of course.
I know what to tell you. With that being said, I've also made it very clear multiple times that I am a Christian, and one of the things that flat earthers use when it comes to
He's live talking about that, is he, Paul? Live in 17 hours. Okay, I might have to check.
Yeah, David Beverly's going live. That's nice to have some notice, because sometimes he just sort of like appears on my feed. It might be YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I sometimes miss him.
Right, depending how long it is, I might have to review that. If he's talking about aliens from space, half-breed human, deep, well, that sounds good, man. That sounds good. I might have to watch that. And
I didn't get a notice from Jesus Freak.
Possibly review it, depending on how long it is, obviously.
Yeah, well, AI don't like Dave, so
yeah.
Well, there you go. There you go.
No, it doesn't.
It knows what Dave wrote about it.
Yeah.
picking up their positions on the shape of the earth is indeed the Bible. So on this video today, we're not only going to discuss
not just the Bible, and Bible is a great part of it, but it's observation, it's evidence, it's actual tested and measurements and stuff like that. It's not just the Bible, bro. Wow, if it was, okay, that's not what the Bible is for. Just for a flat earth belief. Yes, it backs up, but it's there to help us know about what Christ did, what he wants us to do, you know, the history of everything, you know, what Christ is like, you know, who is God, basically. That's what the Bible is.
Well, it's also about
obvious fact that science clearly points
to... every time it does that, every time I click, and then somebody talks.
Oh,
so
sorry.
I go, no. I'm just trying to explain. So I click it, and then I hear you talking, so I've got to stop it again. And because I've clicked it so fast to stop it, it goes off. It goes off. So it's like I need to learn to stop double clicking so much.
No, I was
Sorry,
just saying, but the Bible is also about knowing the truth.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How you doing, D-Man? Good to see you, bro.
D-Man's here?
Yeah.
What's going on?
He's behind the
D-Man.
talk. I'll take the talk down so I don't. I feel rude for someone behind the talk. Like, no, we don't want to see D-Man. You're gone. That's it. Bye-bye.
No, I just want to make a point right quick before you start it again. Like Nathan's been doing a debate for 12 years now, and he hasn't used any biblical references in a debate, and he's held these Globers to task for 12 years.
Right.
It has nothing to do with the Bible at all. It has everything to do with the observations and the facts of what it is.
Yeah. Absolutely. And, you know, if that was the case, that people believed in flat earth because of the Bible, there would have been, since 2015, there wouldn't have been a 2015 kind of thing. It would have been just a load of Christians just all believed in the Bible anyway, believed in flat earth anyway. It's not because of the Bible, or we would have had a lot more flat earthers beforehand, you know?
Who's Grandpa Mac?
What's going on, guys? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Grandpa Mac, I'm not sure.
Can you hear us, Steve?
I can hear you guys. I just want to make sure that it sounds all right.
You're good. You're good.
Right, cool.
I'm not sure who it is. The Bible is flat. Oh, he's new. He said he's new.
Roger,
okay.
didn't we watch the video with this guy before? And remember, he came on the thing. Maybe he came on the stream.
On our stream?
Yeah.
I don't think I had Metatron on. No. He's a different ilk, you might say.
It was I think it was this guy. It was a guy with long hair. He had a metal shirt on. Remember, he showed up in the middle. We were talking, and he showed up in the middle of the show. I think it was the exact same guy.
Might have been soft.
Sounds like Cubby.
Could have been soft.
No, it was on one of yours, Roger. It was one of your lives.
I'll have to go back and look. I don't remember.
It was a while ago, though. It was months ago.
How many subs has this dude got?
I don't know.
He's got nearly 1 million. I can't see it. I can't see it. It's possible. He's just about to hit 1 million.
I think I know who you're talking about. It's not him. It's another guy that looks like him. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of similar.
Yeah.
But it's good to see you, D-Man. How's your tour, man?
I'm not too bad today. I'm just kind of chilling out, doing some stuff around the house. I'm just taking a break. I turned it on. I heard the phone make some noises, and I said, "Oh, somebody's on."
Oh, that's PJ making some noises.
In the house.
Grandpa Mac, he comes from Mikey's group.
Oh, you come from Mikey? Well, tell him he's a knob. Tell him that not just his observations. Fine, I like his observations, but he's too proud. He's too proud about them, you know. And he thinks everybody should be doing what he's doing. But the thing is,
only he can make those observations. Which suggests he's doing something that's a bit iffy. PJ is almost like he's creating artifacts by the way he's doing it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. But if everybody did what Mikey was doing, like he says they should be, because he does 100 times more than everybody else, he says. If everybody was to do it, hold on a minute, he'd be the first person to say, "Oh, hold on, I was doing that fast." I mean, he would be if everybody was doing it. Mikey's great. Mikey used to be great, but he's gotten too proud about things. He slags off Jesus Christ, calls him the sun in the sky, you know, all that stuff. He's full of it. He's full of it. But I used to support
it's like he wants glory for himself.
Yeah, I used to support him.
Well, me too, because he has done good things. It's
he has done good stuff.
It's too prideful.
But what is the way he talks about Jim Anus and all that nowadays? When Jim
talked about me, talked about Sav. Crap talks about everybody.
Well, I had to do we had to do live stream. Me and Mike had to do live streams calling him out because he was talking about me, Michael Flats. And others, I don't know about Sav and all that. It's a different time. He's talked about us all.
Well, he did it indirectly.
A lot of the times, yes, I was about to say, a lot of the times he won't say the names. He'll won't say the names, but you know exactly
who he's talking about.
Yeah. He did it indirectly. I was in the chat. I came in and said hello, and he's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And then he said, "Oh, you know, these guys on the internet, all they do is talk and talk and talk. Oh, they want to watch the news." And Sav's show just ended. It's like, why are you shit talking the guy that just brought you on his show, and you're going to shit talk? Like, he didn't say his name, but I mean, it's obvious. You just got off of the show, and all you're doing is shit talking. As soon as his shit was done, he was off of that crap as fast as stink on shit.
See it, right?
And it's like, damn, man.
Sorry, Grandpa Matt, the Bible already mentioned the Son in the Bible, and it's not Jesus. You're telling me the Bible tells me that Jesus Christ is actually the sun in the sky. You show me in the Bible where it tells me that Jesus Christ is the sun in the sky. That's silly.
Well, it's the fourth day, Genesis. Instead of the sun, it's the sun and the moon. It's it's Jesus and the moon in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you're going, Jesus is there who created one of the great.
You're telling me my salvation, the person that saved me, is a bloody light in the sky. That saved me. Yeah. Okay. Nice. So just so I know who I'm praying to from now on, Grandpa Mark. That's all, you know.
Let me ask you this: what's this guy going with the picture of the globe and ball? What's his conflict with?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know because the title of his is the Bible a flat Earth book? So why is it sphere versus
flat?
Yeah, like it's some kind of debate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not a debate.
Well, I've seen the picture of pretty much you ever see that like universal picture that shows you all of the religions and what their actual model that they speak of? It's all the same. It's a snow globe.
Of course, exactly.
It's a snow globe. You're not on the outside of it. You're on the inside of it.
Even Hebrew cosmology is like that. If you look at it.
I mean, pretty much all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of like, all right, well, why didn't you just do a little research before you go out with them? I think he's just trying to get reactions, and that's probably what it is. It's just more of like a reaction video to get people, you know.
But the only people that use that flat model like that is a flatter society.
Listen, Grandpa Matt, the Bible talks of Jesus, maybe not the name Jesus initially. The word in the beginning talks about Jesus from Genesis to Revelation, and not once does it correlate Jesus with being the sun in the sky, bro. I'm sorry if you believe that. You believe that a Bible is going to sit and tell you something about the sun in the sky and tell you it's your salvation and all that. When that's silly. That's silly. If that's what you want to believe, fine, believe that. You can go into that, but that means Peter must have been the moon when he tried to step out of the boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've been through
Thou
this before.
shalt have
Peter.
no other gods before me. That includes worshipping creation.
Yeah,
Right,
sun's
exactly.
creation. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
The sphere, but we're also going to debunk this concept that the Bible instead points to this, meaning the flat earth. And in fact, this isn't just a matter of faith in terms of
PJ, hold on a
Christianity or Judaism.
Yeah.
Then why is he going straight to debunk the flat with the Bible?
Well, exactly. You'd think, well, because that's what he's talking about. It's talking about, obviously, I understand where you're coming from. He needs to look at home first and see it actually says that about what he believes it is. Absolutely. But he'll probably tell you because the video is about flat earth in the Bible. So that's why he's going to that. And everybody knows his position, he said.
Yes, he wants to be an anti-flat earther, really. Instead of comparing the two models side by side. You know.
I dare say he's already an anti-flat earther, just not an aggressive one, you know.
It figures.
I will demonstrate that even if you go back to ancient Middle Eastern cosmology, you will not find.
I'm not saying you believe that. I'm just elaborating on what Mikey must think. You know what I mean? That's all. I'm just taking the piss, really. Don't worry about it. I'm not having a go at you, bro. Where does
it sounds like a PJ.
The ball in the belt. Where does it doesn't? It will exactly, Grandpa Mackie. The Bible doesn't say the earth is a ball. In fact, the closest shape it says is the circle. He looks down on the circle of the earth, where a circle is certainly not a ball. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you could draw a circle on the ground. Does that mean it's a ball?
Right.
No, it's not a ball. No.
Well, it's, as Luca will tell you, a circle is a sphere is a 3D circle when that's far from the truth.
Sure.
A 3D circle is a cylinder, not a bloody sphere.
They failed geometry, 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Oh, that made me laugh that day. He says, "Well, it's a 3D sphere. It's a 3D circle, isn't it?" No.
The flat earth model either. One thing that you will notice recur during this analysis is the following point, which is foundational to our rebuttal. Flat earthers are trying to force a modern literalist cosmology debate onto ancient texts that were not written to settle that question. The Bible instead uses a...
Yep, in Hebrew, God uses 2 different words for circle and ball. I think one of them is chug, isn't it? It's not pronounced chug.
Yeah,
chug. It's not pronounced chug, but it looks like chug. Yeah, but there's certainly 2 separate words for those things in the Bible, and it's demonstrated within the Bible because one is mentioned as a ball in the Bible somewhere, and that is mentioned as a circle. So why wouldn't they have used the same word? Exactly, because different things. You know?
Yeah, they're making descriptions. This is a descriptive word, right? So if they wanted to describe the earth as a ball, they would use the word chub.
Right. And he looks like a coward. He looks like a coward. Yes, I do. He certainly does. He certainly does, bro. He certainly does.
Like Isaiah knew the difference.
Oh, Isaiah certainly knew the difference, 100%.
He's a scholar.
Poetry.
Say again.
He was scholar-like, you might say.
I thought you were going to say, was he a Scotsman? I was going to say, I don't think so.
No, he's not
a scholar. Well, Isaiah was an advisor to kings.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
So he would know what words mean, right? I think.
Oh, 100%.
Phenomenological language, temple imagery, royal imagery, common ancient cosmological idioms, literary and poetic devices, ancient Middle Eastern idiomatic language to provide doctrinal foundation.
Hold on. This is not him talking anymore, is it? Has he just started playing a video?
I think so.
I was going to say, because I'm sure he was Welsh and this guy sounds foreign.
Yeah.
Thus, it's not apt nor excusable from a scientific standpoint.
No, it is him. It is him. Wow.
Yeah.
Weird. My bad.
I don't get his logic so far. I'm trying to get there.
Well,
they go with the Bible's actually worded poetically and metaphorically. We don't go into descriptions.
Yeah. And allegory. Yes, the Bible does have all these things, poems, allegory, but it also it's just a small part of it. You know, not everything is allegory. Not everything is metaphor. Not everything in there is a parable.
Yeah. He probably thinks Christ's life described in the Gospels is metaphorical too. He's
Yeah,
probably an
well,
atheist.
That's just poetry, Roger.
Oh,
gosh,
man.
just poetry.
No way.
Mhm.
No, it actually happened.
I don't know. I just find it kind of ridiculous that, I mean, it's one thing to just question it and try to get a conversation going about it, but I think the question that a lot of these people haven't asked themselves is, when have you ever not been vertical? Besides laying in bed or laying on the ground or swimming even in water, you're vertical. When you're just treading water, you're still vertical.
Yeah.
I mean, you
true.
can lay in the water and lay on your back and lay on the surface of it, just because you're, you're 3/4 water.
Yeah, but when you orientate yourself, you're very vertical.
Yeah. And I mean, when you think about it, what's holding you on the surface of the water from just sinking? Well,
Right.
the air in your lungs.
Mhm.
And you're 3/4 water. So
You're gonna balance out. Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's meeting equilibrium. I mean, when you think about these simple things, that when have you ever been horizontal and standing up? Never, ever.
Right.
When have you ever been upside down?
Let's see. It's been a while. It really has.
I mean, upside down and standing with your feet on the
No,
ground.
I've never been there.
Never. You've never been that way unless you've been sitting in a roller coaster as it does the loop and you're strapped in.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It wows me that people don't think about these things, and I'm some doofus on the internet, and I've thought about this crap for years, and for 10 years, 12 years.
Of course.
And I shake my head and I think, how could you just wake up and walk outside and say, "Oh, great day on the ball"? Like,
Right.
what would give you that illusion that
It's-
you think you're on that ball?
And the same as looking at the sky and looking at these lights and these things that they think are spheres but look like circles.
They're
or
just
discs.
circles.
Right, but why would you look at that and then think, right, I'm walking on that. I'm walking on the same thing. You know what I mean?
TJ, I'm walking on sunshine. Don't it feel good?
I'm walking on sunshine.
I had to throw that in.
The chick breathing the friggin' duster. That's the best episode ever.
Yeah, he will have a demon on his shotgun, but Mark, it's Megadeth he's got in there. So
Yeah,
that's the kind of imagery that Megadeth.
I mean, I don't mean to disrail what you're doing, but I mean, just in your mind, when you're traveling over it, when is the nose of the car going down and you start to feel the angle change? When do you have the glass of
When
champagne?
the kids fall from the back seat to the front seat.
Yeah, when does the champagne and the glass on the tray in front of you as you're going 500 miles an hour in a plane start to tilt backwards? How does that happen?
Well, when you start tilting the nose of the plane down to go over the curvature.
Bingo. So these are things that you could think yourself in your mind. These people could think in their minds and say, "Shit, I have never seen that. I've never seen that." When that plane dips, yeah, you see that. When it climbs, yeah, you could have the water bottle in your hand and look at the water tilt. So things that people don't think about, but yet it's totally a ball. It's like nothing you have ever seen in your life, besides looking at things in the sky, tell you that you're traveling over a ball, you're walking on a ball. This isn't treadmill Earth.
No, of course.
You know what I mean? Like, it just
Ridiculous.
wows me that people don't think
exactly.
about these
Well, rivers flow downhill. Well, you could be at the point of the river and at the start of the river, at the end of the river, and it's meant to be coming downhill. You know what I mean? But it's actually going uphill to one person. You know what I'm saying? On a ball, it's just ridiculous. Stupid.
Well, to tell you where all the mathematics and all the crap that go with the ball come from a flat Earth, but the people who developed it are the arbiters of the biggest religion in the world.
Yeah.
That would be Catholicism.
Yeah, absolutely. And then they made heliocentrism, which is like one of the biggest cults in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, never mind water hanging upside down. I mean, never mind all the other possibilities, like there's some kind of magical screen door that you can open up and it doesn't suck everything out of this closed system we live in to create pressure needs a container in the first place. I mean,
yeah, instantly and spontaneously, absolutely, it would do that. It would do that, and they're
yeah, I mean, take the vacuum, fill it with air, and then take a chamber, suck the vacuum out, but put a box in the middle of it with air, and then just open it just a little bit. Yeah, what do you think is going to happen?
They're going to all get sucked out.
It's the same thing if you reverse it. You fill the box with air, but now you have a vacuum in the middle. And you open it
instantly and spontaneously fill the available space. That's what we
close the system. We wouldn't have the systems to keep life.
Right.
Yeah.
Without
in this dynamic system, right?
It's not magically just open out to nothing. That doesn't happen.
Of course not. It's silly.
I know you guys have watched Alien 1, right? The first Alien.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when Sigourney opened the hatch of it, sucked the alien and everything else out of the.
Yeah.
That same thing would happen with our air here, that magic area.
Yeah. You better not say sucked, Roger. They will really correct you for saying sucked.
Well, gravity does
displaced.
Both. It sucks and it pulls both.
Yeah.
Pushes and it pulls. Yeah. Depends on where the pressure is. If the air side is hot.
It's high pressure to low pressure. That's it, isn't it? It just fills the available space. I don't know. It's like a sock in. It just fills it instantly and spontaneously.
It depends on which side has more pressure.
Yes. Well, exactly. High pressure to low pressure. Yeah.
We live inside a giant Kirby. That's what.
Sorry, low pressure to high pressure. Sorry, did I just say it the wrong way around a second ago?
Well, I mean, it could go either way. So if one side is
high
heavier
pressure
than
to
the
low
other,
pressure. Yes, it's all right.
It can go either way depending on on one side would be air and say air to water, then the amount of air pressure would have to be immense. I mean, depending on the amount of water that's behind it. You could adjust the amount of water, and that would adjust the amount of pressure. The air pressure at that point could actually hold the water back. Yeah. Depending on the amount that's behind it.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, of course. It does a bit. Hey, good to see you, Ranty's Disco Ball. Good to see you. Locally flat, bro. Locally flat.
Hopefully, I'm not too loud.
Now you're all good, man.
All right, I'm sorry.
No, you sound fine.
So we'll see what else he's got to say.
Even from the perspective of biblical interpretation. The first topic that I would like to tackle very briefly is this idea of trying to look for the shape of the earth from a scientific perspective through biblical exegesis. So I'm going to make this one clear right off the bat.
Well,
the Bible
you can't do it scientifically from reading the Bible. Of course not. Of course not. It just describes, it tells you what he made. Of course, you can't do it scientifically. You can't get scientific proof about the Bible. It's not a science book. It's a book that supports it, and teaches it.
Scripture does say prove all things.
Yeah, but the book is not proof of what he's trying to say. I'm sorry, I'm not saying the book is not proof. That's the wrong words. That was the wrong bloody words.
It's not going to scientifically pull mathematics out and start explaining to you what it is.
Exactly.
He's just merely giving you a description of what it is and how it was created and
right. Exactly.
How it was created, how his idea to the creation.
No problem. Ranty's Disco Ball. I hate going your Ranty's Disco Ball, and I can't shorten it to just Ranty because everybody will think you're Ranty then, you know what I mean? When you're not, obviously.
Randy's still making material, man. He's got
I know he is, but he doesn't have anything. He's one that knows it's flat Earth. He knows it's flat.
He's making crap material. All he's doing is ad homing Nathan, from what I looked at on channel. That's all he has.
I don't understand. He must, like I say, he's got to be getting paid for that. Because Ranty definitely knows it's flat. He definitely knows.
Yeah. After Blackpool, he should.
I mean, listen.
He debunked all those kind of observations before. Why did that one convince him? Bullshit.
I like what Sov said the other night, is that these guys have been in this stuff for 8 or 10 years. They've heard every argument. They've seen every picture, watched probably every video from every debate and everything. There's no way that you could not see all this stuff and not realize that it's the opposite of what you think. So I don't even think it's a thing anymore about them. I think they know it's what we say it is.
Oh yeah, there's plenty. If I agree, there's plenty out there that do know. Without a doubt, Jerry knows. He's a glober. He knows. You know what I mean?
No, he's not a glober. He's not a Glober, dude. I'm telling you now. He's
Yeah.
fighting himself
No.
cognitively with on his streams. He's fighting like
But
proof
that's
for
what,
flat
well,
Earth.
that's what I'm saying though. No, but he tells you he's a glober, but he knows it's flat. That's my point. That's my point. Like Ranty, he's a glober, but he knows it's flat. Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's a glober, he knows it's flat. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You know, Nathan just did a stream on everything flat that Neil deGrasse Tyson says. It was pretty funny.
Right.
It's like Carl Sagan. You remember back when he started going crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he kept saying flat in every one of his documentaries. He mentioned something about flat, and I think Johnny Carson pushed him over the edge. Really, did he make?
I don't
fun
know.
of Carl Sagan?
I just find it. I don't know. I just find it like in a way to me, it kind of feels like these guys are disingenuous. I think they know that it's
Well, they have to
bullshit.
be.
Yeah, but they have to be to keep whatever grift they got going on going.
Yeah. The
You know, so-
debunking of flat Earth, basically.
Yeah,
And
and
they don't
that's
want to
it.
seem like an idiot to everybody. And they've been telling everybody this is scientific and we've proven it. And when they really dig into the proofs, they don't really have anything in there.
No,
They-
and I mean when it comes to the physicality, the physicality of it, there's no proof of any of it at all. That's why every time we have discussions with any of those guys, what do? They start pointing to the sky. That's not the fucking ground. Neither is it on your feet. When have you ever experienced that angle change? Ever? You have never experienced it. Driving, flying, walking, riding a bike, anything.
Nobody.
Zero, not once, ever. So, you know, I just think that it's a grift. I think these guys do it because it's a grift. They get something
Well,
from it.
they got a lot of pride too, I think, to go with their grip too. They've built themselves up on the mathematic principles and stuff, and they have degrees, diplomas. If they are like astrophysicists, they don't want to depromote anything that they're actually been planning for.
They're
their
making
entire life.
something from it. They're getting something from it.
A paycheck.
So it's for benefit. Exactly. It's for their benefit. So they don't care about lying to people about it. They don't feel bad about it because it's for
No
their
conscience.
benefit. They have no conscience about it.
Yeah.
You know, and you know how many
That's
times
really
I've got in trouble, and I'm not flexing. You know how many times I've got in trouble where I did stupid shit and got caught and said, okay, yeah, I did it. I mean, you know, not major shit, but I mean stupid shit like kids do, and you get caught, you know. But I could have lied and could have got out of it. But my
you
parents put that, instilled me into that. You know what? You shouldn't lie.
Good.
You do something wrong, you get caught, you fess up to it, you learn from it, you don't do it again. That was my parents' model. And I lived by that model.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I want to ask Paul a question right quick. Paul, are you still here with us?
Yeah, go ahead, Roger.
Yeah. Have you ever used an omnidirectional mic? We were talking about mics earlier. I heard you. Yes. And Nathan sent me one of them, and I got to get a connector for it. But I want to know, would that be good to do recordings for, like live streams?
Yeah, as long as you've got no other noise.
Okay.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, it's good.
They're good for conferences and that because they'll pick up everyone in the room. They used to have stereo mics like that.
Yeah.
But what I've got is cardioid. I think I've got a ribbon mic because I just like the idea of it. But you don't need anything as fancy as this.
Yeah. Nathan sent me a cardioid too, and I just got to get a new cord for it. But
Yeah, well, Nathan's got plenty of microphones.
Oh yeah.
he sent it to me for free. That was the nicest thing.
He's
dude.
an audiophile big time.
He is.
Big time in the audio.
Well, he used to work as a rep for a speaker company, didn't he? So
Yeah.
Yeah, omnidirectional means it's just going to pick up sound 360 degrees.
Yeah, this thing's shaped like a bubble, anyways.
If it's directional like a vocal mic, that means wherever that mic is pointed, it's going to pick it up. You know, naturally, if you had the mic pointed to your mouth and somebody walked up to you and you said, "Oh, here, tell us what it is," you would take the mic and point it at their mouth. That's that's like a vocal mic, so it's directional.
Yeah.
An omnidirectional is going to pick it up 360. I used to use plate microphones.
So mine's got mesh all the way around. That means it's omnidirectional, then, isn't it? If it's
not always.
Not always. What is it? This is
that's a stylistic choice, PJ, just based on fashion trends in the microphone.
It's aesthetic.
Hold on.
That's
What's
all.
the brand?
Like,
Well,
like
it's to take the hiss off of when you say S's or F's or certain syllables that will stretch it out and you'll shh. That
Suckering
noise.
succotash.
I don't know if I showed you this one, guys. This is the
that's what mine is. That's my old one. I
that's
try to find out what it is, and I've got the box bloody right there. But it's got a
What do you
case
got?
in it.
Wait, what is that?
I'm just saying that's what a microphone is. That one. That one.
Yeah, I got one like that too.
Yeah, that's like the one I got before.
It's
I
not
got
what
Nathan.
I'm on now.
No,
I'm just on a
That
headset.
should have been a PJ.
Yeah, I know. I've got that one. You know who gave me that? It was Chile. Gave me that. Chilling.
Yeah.
Not Chillster. Chilling.
Yeah, I talked to Chilling on Slavs the other night. He came over.
Really? So how come he's in shops? How come he doesn't come here anymore?
I don't know. I didn't ask him.
Okay.
If I see him again, I'll ask him where you been.
Yeah, ask him. Well, I mean, I've got his. Well, I did have his. Did I have his number? I think I might have his number. I don't know. But yeah, I ain't seen him for a little while. The last time he came in, he said sorry, and he's not been on the internet at all, sort of thing. So I don't know.
Maybe he's not busy on it. Maybe he's not on when you are in a time wise because Sav's on late, so compared to yours.
Yeah, but he's from the same country as me, and he's from Scotland. He's on the same time as me. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
My thing is I've been on a ship, multiple ships. I've taken cruises. I've taken flights. I've been in helicopters multiple times. And I've taken long distance car rides, traveled from the top of the country to the bottom of the country, been in every kind of plane you could imagine. And not once did I ever say, oh, wow, yeah, we must be going over the curve. The nose is starting to nose down.
No.
We must be upside down. I've never once had somebody even say it or,
it's silly just to even think about, isn't it? It really is. Because I mean, is it when you're taught it's a globe as a kid, you that's when your first thought. But so hold on, that means there's people upside down to you in another country, and it's like it doesn't fit then. But you're just because they're older than you, and and you think they're wiser than you believe them. So you just think, okay, I'm wrong. I know it usually works like that, but in this case, it's special. So. You guys are right.
They think it's a treadmill. They think the ground underneath you when you're flying is a treadmill. It's moving, turning as you're flying like this. But if that's the case, then how did the planes fly in the opposite direction in the 1920s or 30s?
And also
they were slower than the air that would be moving over the surface of the air itself. You'd have a problem flying the opposite direction.
Imagine landing on a north to south runway.
Oh my God!
Exactly. There's loads of problems with. I mean, even when it comes to the globe and water, I mean, it's covered in water all the way around, apart from the bits of land and that, I suppose, allegedly. So they think, and the world's spinning. So and it's curved. So that water has got to tend to want to go towards the equator. You know what I mean? It's got to be sliding about the earth underneath this ball or underneath this water. It's got to be sloshing about all over the place.
And it's changing speed also.
And it's going downhill to the left, and then others will be coming off. It causes lots and lots of problems.
I guarantee you, I could get in a plane right now, fly to Australia. Then I could fly from Australia to the other side, literally go straight across. As close as I could cut all the way to the other side of it. I bet you money that I would have that same glass of water sitting in there, wouldn't change a thing. It would still be flat as a pancake. There'd be no tipping forward, tipping back, upside down. You wouldn't see it. Naturally, water level. I mean, that's where those guys fail. Once it gets to the physicality, they're done. That's it. That's why they always have to point to the sky. Try to get you into fantasy land. When in reality is right below their feet.
And the thing is, exactly. The thing is, we can't investigate these guys. We can look at them, but we can't get there. So we can't prove anything to do with what they're saying. You know what I mean? And we never will be.
Neither can they. That's why they always just go to fantasy land.
Exactly. Neither can they. And we'll never be able to prove them wrong, and they'll never be able to prove themselves right. But they claim to be right because they just are.
Haven't you seen any NASA footage of travel? Come on, they go there. I promise you.
When have you ever seen? Like I said, almost every picture is CGI. Almost everything, except if some guy puts a balloon up there and there's the camera's pointed down. Okay, you're looking down.
Well, NASA's images are composites made from scans and stuff because they can't have a camera up there because it'd freeze. Except when they're on the moon, and then that was fine.
Right. Good to see you, J.R. Hartley. Yeah, no, you're saying you've seen him on Vickers a few weeks ago. Yeah, I do know that. He does pop in now and again when he does disappear in acts. I just haven't seen him in a good while, you know. But,
He's coming
nice
out
one for letting me
regular.
know, bro. Nice one for letting me know.
And one more thing, and then I gotta run. I gotta cook some food. My stomach's making noises.
Okay.
What do they gain from this? I mean,
Right.
besides, of course, whatever they're getting or whatever grift they got going on. What is that? How does that make your life better in any way, shape, or form? How does it change anything?
Pride, isn't it? Because they're right. They have to be right. It's pride. Yeah. I'm right and you are wrong, and you're just so stupid for being that wrong. When I've got science on my side and everybody.
When I was on Strange Lounge wasn't last night, night before I was on Strange Lounge.
World? You mean
Strange Lounge, the one after with DJ and Mark. Me and Vlad were on there. It was a lot of fun. I told them, listen, I think they should do an Artemis mission every week.
Yeah,
every week. Do one every week. I said,
He
because
said
that thing has woken up more people in 2 weeks than Flat Earth has in 5 years.
That's right. There is people, I know people personally that's talking about it, and they never listened to me about Flat Earth. They know my view on it. It's actually my mate's mate. He spoke to him before. But since this Artemis thing, he's starting to listen more. And he came and said to me, he says, what? They gave us 10 static pictures. That's it. Because that's it. You know, but he still believes there's space out there. He just knows that there's something crappy going on with NASA, and they never went to the moon.
But they
still have to still believe in space. But it's a start. It's a good start. You know what I mean? It's a good start.
That thing has woken up more people out of their slumber or stupor in 2 weeks than anything has in 5-6 years. Easy,
isn't it? It's
easy.
mad. Even normies are now seeing there's something
people
wrong.
that have never even paid attention to this shit are suddenly like, look at all this crap, and now all these other videos are popping up, the older videos that we all know, the guy on the strings, people grabbing things that disappear, that not in their hands, CGI.
Mandela effect stuff.
Oh my God.
Back
Sandy, out of all people. See, I've never heard Sandy talk about space stuff. She spent an entire 24 hours doing nothing but looking at all the videos, all the photos. She came on to Rogers and did a whole show, you know, and she just pointed out stuff that I didn't even think about. And I was like, wow, this is big.
I brought her on, man, because she started reviewing it the first night. I'm like, hey, Sandy, you got to come on my stream and do this. Yeah.
It's good though. It's good because, like you said, even normies are being woken up. Yes, they don't automatically go, "Oh, right, Artemis is a load of crap. Must be flat." They don't do that. Obviously, it's they know there's something wrong with NASA. So then, once they start looking at all that and seeing how crap all that was, it's like, okay, that's crap, but why? So it comes that way sometimes. Maybe
you look and then you start to look back a little bit. That's for reference. And then you start to see other stuff. And then you see the Russian shit. And then you see this. And then you see that. And you're like, whoa. Then you start looking at satellites. And then you start to realize, wait a minute, why are these satellites falling all the balloons on them? Bam, bam, bam. I'm like, come on. I said it on the show. I said, Artemis, come up, launch tomorrow at 5 o'clock. I'll be all for it.
Off you go, Artemis.
Do one every 48 hours. I'm all to just blow my money. I'm all for it.
Next time, take your iPhone.
Like, you know, Gordon, right? Remember Gordon, D-Man? Yeah, he actually knows the moon landings were faked, but yet, for some reason, he still thinks he's on the ball.
And they still think they can go to the moon as well. They still think you can land on it. Yeah, I know. Same as the Apollo detectives and that. They do that, don't they?
You know what the simplest answer to that is? You know, well, how do we keep all the air pressure in here? We just open the valve. The valve's just wide open. Yeah, that's all. You know,
all gas laws. Yeah.
So it's that simple, man. We're not on the outside of it. We're not surface dwellers. We're on the inside of it. And that's the key to it, because without that containment, you don't have this system, life support system that we are using right now. We would not
everything. I mean, Soft says it a lot, but everything is containers. Everything, you know, everything's contained. Even the stuff in your body, the blood in your body, the things in your body, where your body's, everything's contained.
Your heart, your brain, your mind.
Yeah. And the ironic part of it is that in order to create any kind of artificial vacuum, guess what the first antecedent to that one is?
Yeah.
You need a container.
The container.
Think about it this way: you jab and stab yourself and hit an artery.
Yeah.
Okay. What happens?
You release pressure.
There you go. What is that pressure system going to do? Now you have high pressure in your body. You now stab an artery. Blood is coming out of you. What is it trying to do? It's trying to equalize itself. So
Right,
of course it's emptying itself out, just like if you took that box in a vacuum, or you took that box and pressurized that box and put it in a vacuum. It's doing the exact same thing when you stab yourself. It's blood shooting out of you. What's it trying to do? It's trying to reach an equal. So it's releasing that pressure. We have blood pressure.
It's looking for a surface to press upon, actually.
It wants to push against something. There's nothing there. Because what's coming out of you is heavier than the medium that it's going into. Just natural. Just if you took a glass of water and just poured it out, squeezed it out of the bottle.
Exactly. Two things can't take up the same space. So one of the shifts over or takes it.
This is the simple stuff that you're using observations in nature, things that are the simplest things to under. But do you think a lot of these people think about how the body works? Do you think they know or care?
No,
most people are just sitting there flipping on the phone.
They just know the noise. They know the noises the Millennium Falcon makes. They know the space star sounds in Star Trek and stuff. That's what they know.
Some of them even speak Klingon.
Klingon's a language, isn't it? I know no Klingon. I mean, I love sci-fi, but I know where that ends and reality starts. You know what I mean?
You ever met a Klingon?
Well, a few times, and then unfortunately, situations,
Good to see you guys. I'm going to be listening. I got to go make dinner. I'll be listening.
All right, Black Bro.
So, PJ, you're doing a movie, are you, tonight?
Not a movie, no, but I might go over and do 2 episodes of Supernatural after this, because this is only a short video. Not that it's been a short stream, because we're nearly done. It's nearly 2 hour. It's an hour and 40 in. We've only got 2 minutes in. So, yeah, it might be. It's quite a long stream at a 90-minute video. It's good that when you get some conversation.
True.
My voice is still like from the other day. I mean, it's not so hard, but it's still from the other day. I don't usually talk that amount. I can stream that amount, but I'm not usually talking all that time. You know what I mean? And
maybe let him go for 5 minutes so we can get him in a.
I'll let him go. I'll let him go.
Does not support the flat Earth model, nor does it support the sphere model. Now, this is important to underline. The Bible is not a science book, and therefore, if you try to look for scientific evidence when it comes to concepts that do not pertain to the domain of what's being addressed in said book or collections of books, then you're approaching it the wrong way. Once again, the Bible is not a science book. It does not teach a flat Earth.
I just say that. I don't think I don't think flat earthers look at the Bible and say, "Oh, it supports flat Earth. That must mean it's a scientific book." They don't go looking there for scientific proof. They go there for a certain reason. It's usually to do with the relationship with Christ. But there's no problem with it supporting flat Earth, teaching flat Earth. You know.
Yeah. Sorry,
it does not teach a spherical Earth.
Sorry, on you go.
and no, but the Bible is a truth book. It describes Earth as stationary and flat.
Absolutely, it does.
Well, didn't he just say that it doesn't describe either or?
He's going the other way.
But it's not a scientific book, definitely not. But it certainly does. It certainly does support for Earth.
It supports the truth.
Right.
It does teach, however, that the earth was indeed created by God. That's what you will find in the Bible. Whether you believe in it or not, at this point, is irrelevant to the core of this discussion. And by reading the verses in Genesis, which is the one chapter that discusses the creation of said planet where we all live, you will notice that descriptive language is in fact not utilized to give us hints onto the shape of the world. Now, you might ask, why is that? I'm going to answer this assuming that the people who are asking the question are of my faith or share my Christian faith. Of course, if you don't share my Christian faith, then you will notice some assumptions that are connected to faith that might not click with you. So I'll keep this one short in order to maintain the secular aspect of this video in order to be able to address as large of an audience as possible. But do excuse me for a second. To my Christian brothers and sisters, Scripture reveals truth by that which we are told. Nature reveals truth by that which we observe. Not everything needs to be pointed out to us through Scripture, but those things that we require Scripture to help us understand. Anything that we can figure out through our own minds and science and intelligence.
But no problem with what he said there at all. Whatsoever.
Likewise, how is he able to say all that and still feel like the earth is a ball?
Right, I know, isn't that mad?
He definitely has a bias, and he has to keep that what he is taught as truth. He's holding on to his ball, but there's nothing scientific about it. Matter of fact,
there's definitely nothing scientific about it. No.
And study, we can do that through observation. All right, back to the topic. Generally speaking, flat earthers use a series of verses that they absolutely love in order to try and paint this flat earth model onto the ancient scriptures. We're going to address these verses.
Yep. Say again.
Straw man.
Yeah. And he likes to look up the bigger flat earthers. Obviously, he maybe doesn't know the smaller ones, but the bigger, sort of well-known ones that might
He
use
could
all
pull up a picture of Hebrew cosmology, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. He could, but he has to show these ones floating about in space and that, all over the place.
No, but it's not a straw man from us. I mean, we were globe earthers.
Yeah, these are Flat Earth Society straw men. What you're looking at now. Yeah.
Just one by one, but I do want to say one thing. When it comes to ancient cosmology, there is only one thing that they're getting right in the model, and it's the dome. With that being said, that's not even pertaining to the Bible.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, but it's not like Paul said the other day. It's not necessarily a dome. I think it's probably dome shit, but it's not necessarily a dome. But it's definitely containment. But how can you say there's a dome round the bloody earth, round the ball?
Yeah, it's impossible.
Because he's saying he agrees with that, but
we're floating in a dome. Okay. Yeah.
Of course, it must be like one of them, them compasses you get, the globe compasses, and they're in some oil or water, and they just around inside. It must be like that.
It's nonsense. They think like that though, dude. I guarantee it.
I think so.
Into Sumerians, possibly Akkadians. We'll talk about it a little bit. But then there are a million other aspects of the way ancient Middle Eastern populations believed cosmology to function that have absolutely nothing to do with the flat earth, with the ice barrier, and all the other things that they attach to the model.
Nowhere in the Bible did it mention ice barriers. I can't see how anybody would say ice barriers, walls, ice walls, or whatever. I think he said barriers, didn't he? Nowhere in Scripture does it say that, so I can't see anyone saying that this Scripture says that that's an ice wall. No, that's something we certainly speculate about, but it's not in Scripture.
No, the only place ice wall comes from is from Clark's journeys to the south and Cook's journeys around the plane. They ran into impenetrable ice. They couldn't get there. Yeah.
Of course. So people took that and think, well, that could mean it's a possible ice wall all the way around. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's a possibility, but I can't say 100% it is.
Clark documented 400 miles of ice wall.
That's a lot. That's a lot
of miles. That's what he wrote about. So he didn't have a camera back then to take pictures of it for some reason. I don't know why. It's in the 1700s. I think before cameras were invented, kind of thing. But
yeah. So he typed in flat earthers into Google, and it just gives you.
That's what he got. All right.
Yeah, flat earthers. It didn't show you any people.
Nope.
Because this is flat. Well, not flat earth, but this is images of their supposed flat earth. Their straw man, like Paul says.
Yeah.
But it's a flat earther is different from flat earth. That's a weird one.
But let's jump into the verses. Genesis 1:6, and we are using interlinear for those of you who want to follow along and read in Hebrew as well.
The waters below and the waters above would imply that something would have to separate them and keep them separated. That's how I would see it. So what's he going to try and say?
And I'm reading the English translation, literal. It says, "And said God, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide between the waters and the waters."
Right.
King James Version renders it this way. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Very similar, which is one of the reasons why the King James Version is my favorite translation. But a translation still it is. So fixating on every single specific usage of words in order to try and paint whatever conclusion you have already come to into your head is a way to...
It's literally telling you it's separating the waters from the waters. Separating the waters from the waters. How else can you interpret that?
Well, you can interpret it like I heard of Globy do this. He's talking about the clouds in the sky. That's the separation between the ones.
Yeah, I think they would have had words for clouds. You know, I think
he's bringing up translations and the meaning of the original language, yet he's not talking about the etymology of rakia.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He'll probably pick up what supports his narrative.
What he thinks.
He's
got a bias.
Yeah. Right. Well, of course.
Defend against selective bias and at the same time ignore translation theory. In other words, if you're going to try and use the detailed description of specific words in order to interpret whatever the heck you decided you want the book to say, then a robust methodological approach that dives into the original language becomes necessary. In fact,
I didn't go into the Bible looking and say, oh, the waters divided from the waters and say that must... I didn't go in there looking for that to support flat earth. I already knew it said that, but automatically thought that it must be some kind of I don't know, poetical or whatever way of saying he created the earth, like you like what's initially told, what's indoctrinated into us. But I didn't go in there thinking, all right, read that. That means it's
right, PJ. He's trying to say we went in there with that thought. And no, we didn't.
No,
not at all.
I came to know afterwards that the Bible supported flat earth. I knew that afterwards, you know.
True. Yeah, but I mean, if you read that, would you automatically assume there wasn't actually a barrier there? It was a metaphor for something else?
No.
It meant really there wasn't a barrier that God placed between the waters and the waters. It was something else. It doesn't mean what it says.
Exactly. It was exactly. It would mean what it bloody says. That's how do you describe how's it best like communicate to someone through writing? By telling it exactly how it was, not by making up bloody. Oh, it must mean that, you know what I mean? Trying to be cryptic with it. You know, what would be the point of that? Yes, parables are a thing, but that's for a reason when he's talking to people. But I'm talking about if you want just people to believe allegedly a lie. Well, he doesn't say it's a lie, but other people would. Why would you do that? Why would you just? It's so stupid. So ridiculous.
Well, if I was going to describe my red shirt to you, I would call it a purple shirt, and it really meant that there's actually no color at all. But that's between me and the encryption that I put into the language, I guess. Was there a cipher for the Bible somewhere that says, "Oh, this is what he meant when he said barrier"?
Right. No. Right. Exactly. And yes, exactly, Basil. There's no metaphors in Genesis 1. No, you're right. LJ, good to see you, bro. He says, why is there older people in the 60s, 70s? It's a lot harder for them to see the truth of their faith and fake spaces, etc. I think it's just naturally as you get older, you get more stubborn anyway, I suppose. You really do. But it does, obviously, it's got to be younger people, like people that just don't give a crap or whatever. You know, they don't even want to look into it. Or older people will be the ones that's got to find it harder, I suppose. And that's true. When you get older, you do get more stubborn. Not that I'm 60 or 70 yet, but 10 years. You get there. But luckily, I was like a Matthias when I started researching flat earth.
Paramount.
Good to see you guys.
You just read it in English and you just interpret a word without knowing anything.
Yes, Thomas, that's true. And it is sad. Very sad. Absolutely.
About the contextual analysis, what people thought in that period. We are in the late Bronze Age, early Iron Age, depending on how much was actually written and how much was coming from previous oral traditions, some of which could go back all the way to the Stone Age. Without that focusing on words and trying to use them in order to paint this weird picture from the perspective of...
What's up, Bazan? Older generations didn't grow up with deep fakes and psyops. Yeah, and they fall for it as well so much easier. Like this AI, older people don't get it. They fall for it quite easily. You know, they do. They don't know the difference between AI and a normal video. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Well, I got a question for you, right quick though. He's talking about he believes in the Stone Age, but
Well, the Bible doesn't mention the Stone Age.
He says he's a Christian too.
Yeah, well, in the Bible doesn't mention Stone Age stuff.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Yes, they might have made weapons with stone or whatever, but no hoogie boogies, no pulling women by hair for sex. No, none of that. Didn't do all that stuff. Rubbish.
They had a civilization. They were
civilized from the start.
Yeah,
civilized from the start. Well, I don't know how civilized Cain was to Abel, but you know, civilization from the start. Yeah. Once there was enough people to be civilized, I suppose. You know what I mean, because I suppose you can't just call Adam and Eve civilization, can you?
No. Well, they're still your mother and your father, if you want to go that route.
Well, yeah, they are original.
Yeah. These ideas creeped into almost every church, as in organization, over time. The bigger ones went first because, I mean, the Catholic Church, as you say, were behind funding a lot of these claimed physicists. Not that you can have theoretical physics and things like that. But I've been reading a book by Harold Linsell, The Battle for the Bible. And he goes over many years, he sees people going from staunch Bible literalists to just declaring certain passages, oh, well, they're not actually literal, based on certain teaching changes and changes in the seminary, so that the younger priests are coming out, you know, pretty much globers, you know, after about 20 years or so. And this is all within his lifetime.
Right.
And he was an evangelical in the proper sense of going back to the traditions of the first church.
Right.
And then he finds all his colleagues starting to change step by step. And then I suppose people just with the bandwagon jumping on and being convinced by everything. I mean, like you say, most of us were globers to start with because it's not an accident, is it? It's like they put them in every TV program. The news shows you the NASA launches, and you sort of see it for 30 seconds, and then you're gone.
Well, like
just drifts in over time.
Yeah.
Well, PJ, I'm gonna pop off. I know where he's gonna go with this stuff already.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just gonna get through it. I think I'm gonna let him say what he said, then we'll talk through it at the end because
I'm going to. I'll be listening. I'll be in. I'll be out. I gotta go take care of some things.
All right, bro. I'm just gonna finish this, and I'm just gonna head over Rumble, play a couple of Supernaturals. I wasn't going to, but I thought it's not a movie though. But
what season are you doing now?
Oh, we're still in season 1. There's 20 odd episodes a season, bro. It's long. In 15 years worth of that as well.
Yeah, proper TV like Star Trek, where they had to make up half a year in TV.
We're working all year.
Now they struggle to make 8 episodes, and they're terrible.
And it weird. And it's longer episodes as well. But I mean, 45 minutes is quite a long episode for doing it. 26 episodes a year. I mean, there's guaranteed they were working all year for that.
Yeah. It's a full-time job. All right, PJ, I'll see you a bit. I'll be listening.
Right. Bless, man. Bye-bye.
Yes, see you, Roger.
Paul. Bye, Derek.
Take care, Roger.
I will.
Bless you, man.
Bless.
I think I've got a PDF somewhere. If you want to read this
flat
book,
Earth
PJ.
theory is unprofessional.
Say again, Paul.
If you want to read this book, The Battle for the Bible, I might have a PDF version somewhere. It's very good.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Is it long? Is it got big letters to make sure I can understand them? Little small
Well,
words.
the print's quite small because I've actually got a physical copy. It's let's see, it's 206 pages.
That's
but it's about the inner workings of the evangelical church in various parts of the United States, actually, and he details a lot of the changes and his thoughts. And obviously, he's a Bible literalist. And the trouble is that one of his where you have to excuse him because he's also indoctrinated as a glober, is that one of his examples of an absurd opinion is that the earth is flat. But apart from that, it's a wonderful book.
Yeah, man. I'll have a look at that. Why not? Dude, I was only joking about being small words and that. That's their that's like the anti-flat earthers stereotypical view of us, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, I know, PJ. Yeah,
words and all that kind of stuff. You know.
No, but it's like as flat earthers, we're more than ready to take these guys on. It's like, where did the earth start revolving around the sun?
You tell me.
They have no answer.
Exactly. It's ridiculous. Excuse me.
and ridiculous. When it comes to this
that's
verse,
what I
it's quite
said.
clear that the waters below represent the oceans, the seas, and possibly subterranean.
The oceans below represent the seas. And what? And you're going to tell us what the waters above are what?
And sources of water. In other words, this is earthbound water. But what about the waters above? Because that is a little bit of a strange expression, or at least it is to us. Scholars have been discussing this, but generally speaking, these are interpreted as meaning either atmospheric clouds and rain, or some kind of primordial water vapor.
Shut up. It's clouds. It's clouds. The waters being separated below from the ones above are clouds. Garbage. Absolute garbage. So there was no clouds in the beginning when God was separating waters. What are you talking about? There was no clouds at that point. So what are you talking about? Well, as far as we know, there's no clouds, but there was nothing. So it's not clouds. That's silly. It means what it means. The waters below from the waters above. And I agree that partly the waters below is part of the seas, but there's deeps. There's waters below that. It's more than just that. You can't just say it's the blooming sea.
If you will.
A lot of people interpret it's the water separated from the waters, but they take the above into the situation is that just the land separating the waters. I'm like, but how is that above from below? But I suppose, on a blooming globe, some of it would be above and below, wouldn't it? So silly. All of it's silly.
Can represent the hydrological cycle. This is, by the way, also found in Near Eastern symbolic views of cosmology. It's not unique to the Bible nor Bronze Age Jews. However, do keep in mind that some terminology is used symbolically or as a poetic device in specific population clusters and cultural realities. But before we do that, massive announcement.
The scripture doesn't say that, though, does it, Thomas? So
yeah, we're going to need him to cite something about that particular passage or something he's referring to. He's just made some sort of general baseless assertion. Right. He's not citing any scripture. He's just talking out of his ass the whole video.
So this is just right. So jump ahead because they're not as his sponsor or whatever. Right, let's do it. Yeah, see, link in the description. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
3 weeks ago, PJ, and he's got 23,000 views. Yeah, how many views do you get?
Oh, right. Do you know something? I get about 60 views now. I used to get over 100, and I don't even get that anymore. But I put a video out the other week, and it's not my videos. The videos, it's not mine, got more bloody views. I got like 1,400 views in it. For them that like movie type thing. I put together. So I think I got like 1,400 views on that. But the thing I get more views on, and before that, I got 1,400 views on Jaron v. Whitsitt debate. So anything I get more views on, it's nothing to do with me. It's not even my videos. So yeah, I get 60 views at the most. Maybe I used to get 100 at average, but now it's a lot less. It's a lot less. Weird. People don't like the truth.
The link in the description, and thank you so much. The word that we find in Genesis when discussing the firmament does come from an ancient root meaning to spread out or to be beaten out. When something spreads, it doesn't necessarily give us the idea of solidity, although universe is spreading as well as we understand. But if we wanted to focus on this possible interpretation, the one of something being beaten out, it does perhaps convey this idea of solidity, which some flat earthers might try to use as a way to justify then the solid dome, at least for those who believe in the dome. Moreover, there are several verses that tell us about how God will stretch out heavens like a curtain or a tent. These are clearly rich poetic devices. They're not meant to be taken literally. They're meant to help you visualize something that is far beyond our ability to comprehend, God's ability to create. So to try and ascribe the waters above...
The point is, Thomas, the Bible says the waters below and the waters above. They're still waters. My point is they're water. And these things, there's containment separating. Whether you believe it's light and darkness, that's fine. If it says in second Ezra, that's cool. But I mean, it's still waters. It's still waters. That's what I'm saying. It's not just darkness and just light. It's waters from waters. It's water of some sort. That's my point.
presentation of the dome, which I've heard people say it's nonsensical. In fact,
how is it
even if this was
nonsensical,
described-
bro? How can our containment be nonsensical? You think it's gravity, which can't be tested, proven, you know, can't be demonstrated, you know. You think that's holding all this pressure in. How is that nonsense? How is what we believe nonsensical compared to that? You know? Yeah, but the waters above have no air. Oh, I don't know about that. I have no idea about that. But there's still waters nonetheless. That's what I mean. Spiritual waters. Like, well, if you say so, bro. My point was it's just waters. If they have no air, I have no idea about that. I just know what the scripture says, you know what I mean?
With a term that could convey the idea of solidity, it still wouldn't matter.
Roger, show gravity in the biblical context. Okay. Right. What gravity should mean.
Because what do we say today? When we say the firmament, it does include the word firm. I don't think there is anyone among us who for a second thinks that as we go through the atmosphere, you're going to hit something and the rocket is going to fall. Not to mention if you connect it to a later...
Put in the link for this video if you want to go and comment in his comment section or anything, or go and tell him anything. It's up to you guys.
Verse, such as the one found in Genesis 7:11, then you'll notice that as the floods are described occurring, we are told that the fountains of the great deep, waters below, and the windows of heaven, waters above, were opened, which strengthens the idea that...
Hold on. The waters above, hold on. The windows aren't the waters. He's literally saying the windows are the waters. You know what I mean? Partly. He's saying that the windows are the waters. I think the windows were open to let the waters out. You know, it's a different thing, I think. This is his interpretation of it, because that's not what scripture says.
With waters above, with what the ancients were really talking about was precipitation phenomena.
Really? Really?
The next point is going to be the expression the four corners of the earth, which can be found on verses such as Isaiah 11:12, Ezekiel 7:2, and Revelation 7:1. Often, flat earthers utilize this expression, ignoring completely the idiomatic nature of it, which is well known among linguists and experts of these type of languages, and say, well, if you've got four corners on the earth, then it cannot be a sphere, because a sphere does not have corners, which personally I find a ridiculous way to utilize the book to imply that then it's definitely talking about a flat earth, because
it could be cardinal directions or quadrants, you know, when it comes to a circle, you know, it could be cardinal directions, it could be quadrants. It doesn't go against the circle of the earth, that's for sure.
If a sphere doesn't have...
It could be like a roulette table. I don't know. I've never seen it from above.
four corners, neither does a circle that is flat. No corner. So at this point, the earth is a...
If you, like I just said, quadrants, cardinal directions, depends. A circle itself doesn't have a corner, but it depends on what context that's spoken in. You know, written in, should I say.
Square, if we're gonna go that way, but that's not what that verse means. It is well understood that this specific idiom means the entirety of the earth, the whole world.
Well, I agree, it does mean that. It does mean that, and that is an idiom, absolutely. But could it be that idiom came from something a bit more like what we're talking about? It does mean the whole of it. It definitely does, as an idiom, mean that. Yes, it does. I agree that. But it doesn't mean to say that the four corners is a contradiction on a circle, you know.
Several Bible reference material denotes the importance of number
in the way I'm talking about,
due to its connection to cardinal directions. In other words, north, south, east, west is what that means. These are the four corners of the earth, not some kind of imaginary geometrical shape that the ancients were trying to push onto us in order to connect it to your flat earth model. In Isaiah 40:22, we are told about the
basically just going through all the main fundamental ones, isn't they? The ones that have been used since 2015 onwards.
of the earth. The Hebrew word in
The
question
ones
is
we pretty much spoke about before the video started.
possible translation. It can indeed translate to circle or vault or the horizon. Thereby, whichever version of the Bible you are going to read is going to have to make a decision when it comes to translation. This is very basic when it comes to translation theory, but of course a lot of flat earthers ignore that.
Theory.
So first we would have to determine whether or not they actually meant to say circle or perhaps they meant the horizon. And of course, if it's the latter, the whole shape situation.
Why? Why would God look down on the horizon? That doesn't make sense to me. Looks down on the horizon? No. Nope.
Goes immediately into the trash. But even if I wanted to play by the rules of those who are pushing this idea, and I wanted to decide and try to steelman the argument, and let's pretend for a moment that they actually did mean circle. Well, I think it would make a lot more sense from an ancient people to mean an encircled environment, meaning boundaries. In other words, the verse, the passage is talking about God's transcendence, his power over the entirety of the inhabited world. It's not a lesson on geometry. This is the philological.
No, it's what they would imagine God looking down on and seeing us as. It's simple as that. You don't even have to go that deep into what he's saying. It's what the writers imagine God would look down on. So it's not to do with geometry. You know what I mean? It's just what he would see, what they'd think he'd see. That's it.
Well, no matter how you put it, it's like God did not look down on a ball.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
And this is what this guy's trying to push.
Right. And where did he steal man the argument? He didn't. Said he was going to steal man it for a second, and he just didn't.
And anyway, I need some dinner too. God bless, boys, and take care.
All right. Bless, man.
Yeah,
Bless.
God bless.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
All right.
Interpretation. Oftentimes, flat earthers also use other verses such as Psalm 93:1, which is already insane because Psalms, even so, in the very few instances where it may appear to us
like me, then.
that maybe whatever we are told could be interpreted as meaning a disc, regardless. And another thing that we need to keep in mind is that oftentimes the Bible's language about the earth is observational, meaning from the point of view of how it appears to humans. The concept about poetic language and idiomatic expressions is also found in expressions such as the ends of the earth. And this one, in fact, connects to us very easily, differently from others that might sound a little more obscure and might require a certain level of understanding of that type of language in that specific historical context. But this one, if we say the ends of the earth, and we can still say it today, if you're writing, whether it be a novel, piece of literature, or a poem, and you use this expression, which is very likely, which is not a strange or bizarre thing to do, even in a modern time, it doesn't mean that now all of a sudden you'll think that the earth has an end, meaning that you are now a supporter of flat earth theory. And so if this can be applied to us today, idiomatic expressions, then even more so should it be applied to people from thousands of years ago in completely different sections.
So what you're saying is that the world could be a giant tabernacle and still be described as a circle of earth. That's interesting, isn't it?
No, yeah, of course.
Idiomatic expression is not. There's a word for ball, and they did not use it.
Exactly. And even if it meant encircled, I mean, who's to say what shape was in that encircledness? You know what I mean? But it doesn't. It just doesn't. I mean, it's obvious that the writer is trying to describe how God would see something if you look down on it. You know what I mean? It's obvious.
Yeah. I mean, all the celestial objects were commanded to circle over us, weren't they? So,
of course, exactly.
Another point of attack is cherry picking, selective choice of verses. They do choose to be extremely literal when it comes to the circle of the earth or the four corners of the earth. Yet I imagine they're not going to be literal with expressions such as death opening its mouth or the stars singing. Well, this tells us that whenever someone tries to utilize the Bible as some kind of flat earth book, they are not deriving meaning from text. What they are doing is that they are importing meaning from bias. So,
like what you're doing right now. Like what
He's,
you're doing
this
right
bloke
now.
is incoherent. He has not cited hardly any scripture
at all.
He's meandering.
Mm-hmm.
He has not expressed or even detailed even a slight proper hermeneutic for his study here.
No,
this is just wishful thinking that he's painting onto his understanding of the Bible, which is obviously very poor.
Yeah, fueled by incredulity. That's it.
And this guy has almost 1 million subs, PJ.
He's just about to back to hit 1 million. Just about to hit 1 million. He's literally got. If you turn it upside down, it would be 666. If you look, he's got 999 like that. I don't know if you can see it. Let me blast it up. 999. Yeah, can you see that? Yeah, you can. 999k. It's just about to hit 1 million. So I dare say by next week, maybe a month away, you'll be on 1 million. Weird. Right.
I mean, maybe if he wasn't boring, I'd understand why he gets loads of views. But it just seems to be if you like search for biblical stuff, they're feeding people his channel.
Well, let's see his views compared to his. Oh, hold on.
I'm going to say 23,000 for this, and it was 3 weeks ago. So obviously, most of his subs are like one-time viewers, maybe. I mean, it does happen. You like get a video go viral, or people will sub, and then they just never go back.
Right. So he's nearly got 1 million.
Specific to his channel, I mean.
Yeah, 13k, 46k, 41k. It seems 62, 63, 15k, 80k, 7.4 thousand, and you've got 1 million subs. That's a bit low for 1 million subs, but okay. But what was the topic? The Towers of Medieval Bologna. Okay.
What's his most popular video then, if you sort them by popularity?
Where's that gone? Hold on. Where's the bloody popular thing gone? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you get a different option when there's members only videos. That's all.
Right. I was going to say, usually it's just here. It's just one thing. I've never seen none of this.
Yeah, that's the reason, because he's got members only up to
6.1 million 9 years ago. But from there, 3 million, 2.4, 1.9. So he didn't have millions for a long time. 1 million already when it gets down to Jada Pinkett, 900 odd thousand within 2 years. Yeah, it started going down. Yeah, it went downhill for him at some point, but he's definitely gradually going down now. But it was to do with martial arts. 10 most effective martial arts. Well, it does get views, but okay. I bet it had nothing to do with him. Right, back to that one. Where is it?
What does science say when it comes to the shape of our planet?
Oh,
well,
goodness,
science
it came all the way back. We was 14 minutes in there. I know that. About 14 and a bit. That'll do that.
importing meaning
bias. Look
So,
at that.
to
I just guessed, and that's exactly where we were at. Isn't that great?
wrap it up neatly, how many
Go on, wrap up
verses
neatly,
tell
let's
us
do it.
that the earth is flat? 0. None. Nothing.
None tell you it's flat. None tell you it says. None say, yeah, it is flat earth. Well, actually, there is flat earth in a certain Bible.
How many
Yes, there
verses
is.
say water is wet?
And how many verses says it's a sphere? Yes, exactly. How many?
I mean,
how
back,
many
back
verses
in the
are
old days, before we had psychological warfare on everyone on Earth, people just experienced Earth as flat and stationary.
Mhm.
And whenever they did any building, they did it from flat.
Mhm.
And they
Exactly.
when they're at sea, they saw the horizon, which is an optical effect, and you're
They
actually
spoke-
seeing the top of the water, which is horizontal.
Right. And they also speak about in the Bible, they speak about areas of Champagne, which is like a flat area. They talk about all these plains. And there is one Bible, which one is it? The begins with T, that does mention flat earth with a earth with an E and flat with double T. It does say flat earth in that. So, and it implies it all the way through. It doesn't have to say, oh, you live on a flat earth because it was just that way. They just knew it was that way. That's
Yeah,
what
well,
we
you know,
live
if you
on.
ask a surveyor in England, PJ, you know, is this level? He'll say, yes, flat, mate, won't he?
Yes, of course. Of course, he's not going to say it's
As,
flat.
as
but
old,
it's
as old
ugly
Bev
flat.
found out to his distaste.
Oh yeah, he didn't like that one. I mean, that's when was that not when Bev was on the fence, where he kind of pretended to be on the fence. You know,
He did not like Michael's videos about that.
No, he
tried to
struck
have them
him.
taken down.
He struck him.
Yeah.
He struck him. He absolutely copyright struck him. Fully struck him. You know, fully struck him
But
out of order.
he played a short excerpt of it, and then he made a commentary on it. So that's fair use. And it was a very good video from Michael Carnville. Actually, I'll post his channel in the chat just in case people don't know.
Oh, I know everybody in chat knows Michael. But yeah, put it in anyway.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It was fair use, 100% fair use.
Not even one. Not even one.
Yes.
Now, obviously, everyone is free to believe in whatever you want, and it's not like we Christians don't disagree.
Tell me one that says it's a sphere. Tell me one that says it's a sphere. And tell me one that implies it's a sphere. You'll find plenty implying it's flat, stationary, and contained. You won't find any implying it's a sphere, floating about in space, zapping about in space, going all these different directions and vectors in orbits. It's all bullcrap. Corkscrewing through bloody eternity. Infinity, should I say, not eternity. Infinity.
Several matters. I mean, I hope we don't disagree on whether or not. I mean, I hope we don't disagree on whether or not Jesus was resurrected. I'd say that one is out of the question. Definitely, there is the young Earth versus old Earth versus theistic evolution positions within Christianity. And at the end of the day, if you're a Christian and you also decide to become a flat earther, then whatever, that's up to you.
I don't decide to become. Yes, you just realize the truth, and then I suppose it gets attributed to you. You don't say, "Oh, by the way, I've decided to become a flat earther." That's not how it happens. You don't make a conscious decision to say, like, "Oh, I'm a baller. Oh, now I'm a flat earther." You know, it's not a decision. It's because you see the truth, and it's a gradient, I suppose. There's no conscious decision saying I'm going that way. It's just you learn the truth, and you are that.
Yeah. Let's take him at his word that he doesn't really know anything about this, but that means he hasn't done any research for a video he's putting out on his own channel.
True that.
Like you say, he's done a Google search, brought up a few images, and then he's just put his own bias onto the whole conversation. Yeah. And he's just been rambling on about his beliefs, about what he thinks the Bible means, and can't cite anything to support it.
Right, absolutely. And it's just his own musings. It's not any kind of evidence or debunking. It's just what he says. You know, it's nothing that 100 million people haven't said before. You know, I've decided I need air. Right, Baza, you've decided you need air. Exactly. It's exactly what I mean.
I'm always disappointed when they don't get into Coriolis, though, because they're so funny. Because it's an apparent deflection that apparently causes rotating weather formations.
Right.
And then they've got the Foucault pendulum, which is in the same reference frame as Earth, but it's attached to the fucking ground. There's only one reference frame. You can't use that as an citation for Coriolis.
So stupid. And then they'll tell you, what do you think causes wind? Lots of foods cause wind.
Water going down plug holes is based on the manufacture of the plug hole, not to do where you are on the Earth.
Right, of course. So silly.
All the celestials rise in the east and set in the west, no matter where you are. Explain that, Globus.
Exactly. That thing going, like water going down the sinkhole and that. I mean, people really invested themselves into that, and it just depends which way it goes down. It depends which way the water's flowing. You know, it depends. It could be some kind of little obstruction might send it the other way. I don't know, but you know, it just depends. It has to have some kind of something make it go in a different direction. It just doesn't go one direction for one side of the earth compared to the other side, if there was a side. You know,
I mean, how poor their rebuttals and little information on how all the stuff works just shows you how little they're challenged on it.
Of course,
you know, and how much evidence they could possibly have, which is none. You know, so if you get to the water in the plug holes, I mean, you're scraping the barrel, really, aren't you?
Yes, absolutely.
Respect your freedom, we'll have to agree to disagree. And also, if you're a young Earth creationist, we'll have to agree to disagree. But what I find
if you're a young Earth creation, wow, He's a Christian, and he's not even a young Earth creationist. I needn't be surprised.
Yeah,
So
he's
think
he's full on the billions of years bollocks as well.
so?
Probably.
God put evolution into motion for something He spoke into existence. Why, my goodness? Why would He need to do that? He could speak things into existence. Why would He do that? So silly.
Fortunate is that there are Christians that fall prey to this idea that the Bible somehow preaches flat Earth, and therefore, if you reject flat
Nobody
Earth,
says it preaches. Man preaches. It's man.
This paper's talking to me again, PJ. Shall I call a doctor?
Is that even evangelical Bible again? Is that? Oh my goodness.
So over the years, I've heard a lot of things about evangelicals, not normally in a positive light. But when it comes down to it, the original idea of evangelicals is,
the original,
the true faith.
Of course, because it comes from Pentecost. If you look at a Pentecostal church now, they're all they're all charismatic. But Pentecost is a good thing. But Pentecostal churches just aren't, unfortunately, because they think that Holy Spirit power is something else,
Seems that anything good gets hijacked by demons.
Exactly, Roger. You can physically change direction by applying force. That's what I was saying. If there was an obstruction in its way or whatever, or if you were to physically do it, of course, it's nothing to do with where you are on the earth. You know what I mean? Which way the water goes down the bloody plug hole.
you are rejecting the Bible. This is manipulation. It's manipulative, it's incorrect, but it uses people's faith, and people who are fellow Christians
you must have a lot of faith if you believe that God set into motion evolution. That's even more faith than I've got, bro.
He seems to have a lot more belief in heliocentrism to me.
He certainly does. A belief, but it's, it's just a belief, and it's not true. Just because you believe it doesn't make it true.
But there's zero evidence for heliocentrism, whereas the majority of the Bible is primary source information.
Right, exactly.
Which is the highest grade of historical information there is. And there's physical evidence, I mean, they've even found a large boat up on top of Mount Aaron, haven't they?
Right.
So, coincidentally, massive boat on top of a mountain.
Right. I was going to say there's a hell of a lot more evidence for what I believe than to what this guy believes.
And, these gospels, some of these gospels and letters of St. Paul, they're long after. And there was plenty of time for people at the time to question these witness statements, and they did not contradict them. There were plenty of witness statements. So all of the Gospels are primary source information.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Accept the science and reject the flat earth theory or the flat earth model. Am I rejecting the Bible? So let me just say...
Not a theory. It's an observation. It's just fact.
Tell you this, brother or sister. No, you're not. You can absolutely accept
I don't think it's a salvation issue, but
it's
it could be, depending on how far you go with it.
It certainly could be. Certainly could be.
It certainly corrupt your faith, I think.
If I never
leaving any nonsense is dangerous,
absolutely.
In my opinion.
It's definitely not. It's not critical for critical to your salvation. But like you say, it could. It could take you out of salvation, say, or not let you go into salvation, fully.
Reject the model simply because the model is clearly wrong. Already the ancient Greeks had figured that one out.
Who claims this model? I don't claim a model.
No. There is a certain flat earth guy who goes around on lots and lots of shows who claims a model.
Joseph Hanby.
But that's mostly because he's got something to sell, hasn't he?
Is that Joseph Hanby we're talking about?
No, Dave.
Dave. Okay. Oh, that one. Yeah.
He's got a model.
That's true. That's true.
But no one follows him who's got any sense. So.
They always go on about this model, really. When it's them, it's got a bloody model.
Well, actually, no, they don't have a model, because for a model, you'd actually need some evidence and measurements, and they don't have any of that. So you could say it's a hypothetical model, but that's straining the term of model a bit, really.
Okay, they got some toys they can play about with, you know what I mean?
Because if you say they have a scale model, they'd have to have measurements of the real thing before they could scale it.
Exactly. And how can you have a scale model of infinity?
I mean, they have mathematical models, but then, maths is just a language, and you can make up whatever maths you want. I mean, Einstein created maths that has a 2-body problem, not a 1-body, not a 3-body problem. You can't have 2 celestial bodies in Einstein's equations; they do not work. You have to have one. So you'd have to have the Earth or the Sun on its own. Otherwise, nothing works after that.
Right.
I mean, how can he be considered a genius if the maths he created don't work?
They don't work. Exactly. They have to find their heroes somewhere apart from God, don't they?
And kings and bishops and priests and popes knew in the Middle Ages as well that the earth was a sphere, but they didn't base that on scripture. They based that on the studies of the great minds.
Can you prove it they knew that? Could you prove that all that is true? I don't know if you could, bro.
That preceded them in ancient Greece. If we can read the ancient sources now, obviously the educated elite could read it too. So if a medieval Christian king who did not have the science and utilized logics and reason to figure out that the earth was indeed a sphere, how much more should we that are blessed with the science accept the sphere as Christians?
It's not science. It's not science that you're going about. It's not science.
I dislike this. I might be putting words in his mouth, but he seems to be suggesting is that a long time ago, these people received received information from God, but they misunderstood because they weren't clever enough. I mean, where's the evidence that people were stupid back in the past?
Right, exactly.
In that, you're suggesting that there's some sort of evolution of intellect. Now, there is an increase in the volume of knowledge, and obviously everyone who starts out now has all of the experiments and the research from previous people, which definitely helps. But as far as actual intelligence goes, there's no evidence that people in the past were stupid.
But that's because knowledge is all there in script. That's because it's information is all there already on the internet. People have got access to it all. Doesn't mean to say they're any more intellectual.
If God wanted to explain creation to people who were simple, say, for example, then he could do so easily. And he wouldn't need to lie to them or mislead them, because hopefully he's not suggesting that he just told them what they wanted to hear type thing, or they misunderstood, because Genesis is very clear. And there's plenty of citations in Job and in Enoch. There's plenty of pillars, stationary, God's footstool, all over the Bible about it being flat and stationary. I mean, they're endless. I mean, you could probably come up with hundreds of citations for the earth being stationary, especially.
Of course. But on the other hand, as well, what Baz is saying, because he said about those old people that knew the earth was a sphere. He's saying, and who says these old wise men were actually smart? Exactly. They could have been stupid. The ones that you're talking about could be stupid. The ones we're talking about could have been very intellectual, But but in a general sense, he is trying to say, I would say, trying to imply that they know a hell of a lot better nowadays, because he says science, I say technology,
But you know what I mean? There seems to be this thing from people like, if it was 2,000 years ago, they were a bit simple back then. And there's just no evidence for that at all. I mean, just think of all the great works that have been, and you read some things written today and they don't really measure up some of the time. So.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. He's just doing what they all do, I suppose. He's just not aggressive about it.
And utilize this knowledge. At the end of the day, I will soon make a dedicated video to defend the idea of science and faith and how they can go together. The reality is, the only point in which science would collide with faith is...
Well, actual real science and faith can go together quite easily.
But again, he's in a category error.
Yeah, of course.
Dear Metatron, the what is question, what Earth is not anything to do with science and the scientific method. It is cause and effect.
Simple.
How was it caused? Why was it caused? And you have to have an independent variable that you manipulate that causes the dependent variable to change. And if you cannot do that, say you cannot manipulate the sun, then you're not doing science.
Science, you're just doing an observation. That's it. That's all you're doing. There's no science.
Technically speaking, like when they talk about these experts as scientists, you could only really consider someone a scientist in the moments, the seconds when they're actually manipulating the independent variable. After that, they're just a guy.
Yeah, exactly. Because It's just that it's a method of doing something. How a person can't be a method of doing something? You know what I mean? Sort of
It's
thing.
the worst misnomer there is in the modern world, the term
Of course.
scientist, I think.
They're just a person doing science if they were actually doing science. Right.
Yes.
Right.
Where to try to deny the existence of God or the resurrection of Jesus for those of us who are Christians. But everything else, if science presents good evidence, accept the evidence. At the end of the day,
If it was science, I would, but it's not.
look at science as a tool to observe what God has created. But as I say, I'll make a dedicated video to that. The King James Version, for instance, you'll notice that there are 28 times or instances where the expression ends of the earth, the one I just
I
mentioned.
think he's Welsh.
No, I think he's possibly European of some sort, but I'm not sure. I mean, he could be.
Yeah,
I
doesn't it?
suppose it could
It
be
sounds like
Israeli.
there's
I was
a lot-
thinking Greek, but I'm not. I
Okay.
can't tell with his
But
accent.
it does sound, when you listen to it, certain instances, it sounds a little Welsh like, but then it goes into, like you say, like a European type of thing. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure we could find
Thought
out because
is
that's going to
used,
bother
and the
me
Hebrew
now if I
word
don't know.
Yeah, I mean, does it? I'll check afterwards if it says. If he said no, because that means I don't have to check through his titles just in case he says anything like, "Oh, I'm here in snow," you know what I mean? The mountain, the Brecon Beacons or whatever, you know what I mean?
I don't
Yeah.
think so. I don't think so, Peter. I don't think he's Welsh.
I don't think so.
For it is the one that should usually be translated as extremities. Fully understood
Possibly,
by
Jay.
professional linguists that the way ancient Israelites used this word was a way to reference to the uttermost reaches of the inhabitable world. They definitely weren't talking about the ice barrier, just to mention one. As I was mentioning at the beginning, even if you look at ancient Sumerian cosmology, even then you won't find.
Did you just take the piss a little bit and say ice barrier? Like, that's
but
just a
would a
speculation. Nobody
sphere-
says the Bible says that. Nobody
Yeah, but
says the Bible says that.
Would a sphere have an end though? It wouldn't, would it?
No,
So that's
it
a bit of a
wouldn't.
problem for your globe heads.
Absolutely.
You
It's
just
got a
keep going
breadth-
around and around and around and around, wouldn't you?
breadth and width and height and all that's the same. So it's everything's continuous. So there is no ends to it. You know? Stupid.
The flat earth model. Sumerians
There is
did
no
believe
model.
the earth to be an expanse. They describe this as ki in their language. And then they describe what's above, an, in their
Right.
language, as a solid dome. But they also describe what's underneath, which is called kur, the dark realm beneath
He's
the earth.
Italian,
And that's
so I
what's
was
going to
wrong there.
make the
Italian. Why didn't I think that before?
Raffaello Urbani.
Yeah, but okay. Okay. But it still sounds a little Welsh.
Well, there are lots of different Italian accents. I mean,
There
you've
is-
got the comical
there is
ones that you
Sicilian.
might hear on a lower low, but apart from that, I'm not too familiar with that many Italian accents.
Mm,
Oh, a lower
Yeah.
low, PJ. That's another one. You got to show some Americans that if they've never seen it. Come on.
hello. Yeah.
Where they just put on
listen,
different
I will
accents
say
to
this only
pretend that
once,
they're speaking
so-
a different language. Like when they're speaking French, they just put on a dodgy French accent. It's just so
Yeah.
funny.
Listen, I will say this only once.
Sumerian ancient description of our world stand out and be different from the flat earth model. Because you see, the Sumerians didn't believe that the earth was some kind of flat disk with barriers and a dome
That's the thing
in the
about
middle of
they do.
nothing.
That's the problem. They do. They think all these men think they're smarter than God, 100%. And they think all these men are smarter than God, even if they're Christian, usually, because they will, they will turn around and say science, 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 when it's not even science, so.
Yeah, and the thing about claimed ancient cosmologies is that they all seem to be extremely similar to Genesis. It's almost as if the people heard that and then made their own version from it after Genesis was written.
Right.
And a lot of them are flat as well, aren't they?
Right.
Or in the middle of space.
Oh, very
In
good.
details, you'll notice that it's a layered approach. There are multiple and multiple layers of existence. Does this look like the flat earth model? to you. Key is,
does it look like a globe to you? I mean, that looks more like a flat Earth model than the globe would. What the? This is Sumerian cosmology. Looks more than a flat. It doesn't look like a globe, does it?
where we live, Apsu, freshwater sea, the underworld. Then you have heaven of the constellation, heaven of the younger gods, heaven of the elder gods. It's completely different once again. This is, for instance, Hindu cosmology. So once again, you'll know.
But it's still showing flat planes. People don't say they're exactly the same. They say even these other religions think it's flat. They don't say it's the same blooming model, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, the Norse have this thing called Yggdrasil, PJ, and it's known as the Tree of Life. Where have I heard of that?
Oh, in scripture, maybe.
Coincidental, I suppose.
Isn't it? Isn't it just coincidental, more like?
Notice lots and lots of layers, and just like any of these is so different from whatever the heck flat Earth in, then at the same time will be ancient biblical cosmology. It has nothing to do with what flat earthers believe today.
This whole section is a red herring fallacy.
Christian,
so we know.
It really is a red herring. It's just it's full of it. And everything they do is just a straw man. Usually, it's a straw man, which to me is like it's a form of gaslighting. Well, it is gaslighting.
Yeah, I mean, he's just incoherent, possibly because he has a fundamental religious belief, and he can't square scripture with what he wants to be true, and that's causing him some issues.
I mean, yeah, all he said is like these few verses or whatever doesn't mean this. But he didn't go through how none of it supports his belief. You know, I mean, he just said that this doesn't mean that. You know, madness.
You can absolutely reject the flat Earth model. Trust me, it's not in the Bible. Thank you for watching.
Trust me, it's not in the Bible. And he's talking about faith, us having faith, and he's just going, trust me, it's not in the Bible. He didn't say, go read for yourself, go check out for yourself, or any of that. It's just trust me, bro. Just trust me. All right, I believe you, bro. I'm now making the conscious decision to be a glober. Yeah, no, it's just not how it works. I'm just not going to trust you. No. That's it. That's that done.
However, if you'd like a source for actual biblical cosmology, I've put a site in there for you. 10th Man's involved in that, so that's good stuff.
Oh, yes.
There's a guy called Genesis Man who posts a lot there, and he normally has good articles. That's worth bookmarking for any of your Christian friends who are Globers.
Yeah, do that actually. Enlarge this name. All right, cool. How come I've never had? I might have this somewhere.
He introduced it on Nathan's show, but that show is not really focused on biblical things. So.
No, certainly not. I mean, he is kind of looking into it, isn't he? I mean, he's better than he used to be with them kind of.
Well, I mean, he's got 10th Man and Neil on his panel, and Eli as well, who are Christians. So that comes into some of their arguments and their points, I guess. Yeah, and John refracted as well. So.
Oh yeah, of course. So
the majority of his panel is what I'm saying are Christians. So.
That's good. Well, that's a good thing. That's good. At least he's surrounded by the right people. I mean, okay, I've gone up a sub. I thought I'd gone down a sub today, but it's actually gone up. Weird. Okay. Right, let's do a Harry Martin. We'll go over Rumble. Unless there's anything else to say. Let's go over Rumble.
I don't think there's really anything to respond to with that. I'm a bit disappointed, really, because when I first started listening to it, I thought he might be able to make a point, and he'd just be misrepresenting scripture, but he didn't really present any scripture at all, really.
Not really. He
did a hand waving flat Earth by creating a straw man to burn.
He did a lot of talking about a few little things. It wasn't much really. Even though he had these subheadings and that, it really wasn't about those subheadings. It's just about, well, this is my bias and flat Earth ain't true. Trust me, bro. And he literally said it in the end. Trust me, flat Earth internet. Trust me. Hey, not a problem.
Trust me,
dear.
bro.
oh, actually, I should play out with that now. Said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Pretty
I'll
good,
get-
yeah.
Right.
I like
play-
Where's the Guns too, though. But
Yeah, I don't think I've got that one in here, but I've got. Trust me, bro.
oh, I've got it on my Rumble channel. If you can play it from there.
Where's the guns? Yeah, of course I can.
Hold
Oh,
on.
yeah, of course I can. Yeah, if you give me the link for it, because this one's just in StreamYard. I could have just clicked it, but yeah, give me it if you've got Where Are the Guns. Go for it.
Yeah, it's in my content because I uploaded it for the creator because he was having trouble with YouTube. I don't think he likes his stuff on YouTube anymore now, technically, you know, as an uploaded because they kept striking all his stuff.
I've got it. You put it up a year ago. It's literally on your first. It's your first video on your channel.
Yeah, when I look at my content, I have a bit more because I have private videos and other channels all in the one, so I have to sift through them.
Right, so
Mr. Cheswick, that's the one. I was trying to think of his name.
There we go.
But he kept getting his channels taken down, didn't he? So
right, so
I put that on Odyssey and on my Rumble.
Right, so ready to go. Where's the guns, Nathan? Let's do it. Let's have some volume. That'd be good.
The sun is shining, he's alone, raging into his iPhone, screaming at the top of his lungs as a 24-hour sun. Oh, how we laughed in this fat land at such a comical sight. To see the tune, the globe-head goose spewing out his shite. Shouting! Where's the guns, Nathan? You promised that I see. I'm all alone here raging. Everyone laughs at me. Oh, where's the guns, Nathan? This synopsis. Not come all this distance just for you to take the piss. The ice wind's blowing, here he goes, pacing like a lunatic, upside down on a spinning globe, but the best is yet to come. Oh, how we laughed in this fat land at such a comical sight. To see me tune the glove head goose spewing out his shots, swinging. Where's the guns, Nathan? You promised that I see. I'm all alone here raging. Everyone laughs at me. Oh, where's the guns, Nathan? In this synoptic abyss, I've not came all this distance just for you to take the piss. The sun is shining, he's alone, reaching into his iPhone, screaming at the top of his lungs as a 24-hour sun. Oh, how we laughed in this fat land at such a comical sight. The civic tune, the globe head goose spewing out his shite. Where's the guns, Nathan? You promised that I see. I'm all alone here raging. Everyone laughs at me. Oh, where's the guns, Nathan? In this synoptic abyss, I've not came all this distance just for you to take the piss. Oh, where's the guns, Nathan? In this synoptic abyss, I've not came all this distance just for you to take the piss. Oh, where's the guns lately? Listen and I'll sink a place. I'm not came all this distance just for you to take the hit. Where's the guns lately? You promised that I'd see. So I'm all alone here raging. Everyone outside me. Oh, where's the guns lately? And listen, I'll sink a bridge. I've not came all this distance just for you to take the past.
I talked to you about Antarctica. You deflected the measurements. You are a dumb liar. Every single one of your dumb followers needs to look at their lives and realize Nathan Oakley is a liar. Since 2016, he's been saying if you go to Antarctica, you will be faced with gunpoint and
Said it
turned
once.
away. Where's the
You
guns,
did say
Nathan?
guns.
Where's the guns? I don't see any guns, Nathan!
He's an asshole. Oh, that dude. That dude. Right. If you're joining us over in Rumble, there's the link. There's the link. There's the link. Just got to play an episode or so of Supernatural, I think. That's it. Movie nights tomorrow night.
For me, that's just a good track, you know, never mind it being a flat earth song.
Oh, it's a good track, isn't it? Did he make up that tune, or did he just take the tune from another song but put them words to it?
He may have been influenced by something, but I'm sure
Definitely, well, he's definitely influenced by a few things for sure.
Because I mean, he plays, you know, in bars and stuff, you know, professionally. He's paid to do so. So
yeah, he is good. He is good. But yeah, I ain't seen him for a little while.
well, it's just like Richie 007 from very early Flat Earth days. You might remember him, 007.
Yeah, of course.
He's in Tenerife. He's in Tenerife now, and he sort of plays in a cafe, and he still talks about Flat Earth pretty much every week.
Yeah, we took the guys over there one day after the stream. Went over there. I gave him some PayPal money, and some of the guys subscribed to him. Yeah. I was about a year ago now, but yeah, but we know who Richie is. We go back and forth every now and again. You remember him, Baz, don't you? Richie took you over to him before 007. Yeah, he's cool, man.
I thought you'd know him because you've been in this like from a long time, haven't you? So.
Oh yeah. Excellent singer.
You may not have been joining streams. I mean, when did you join your first stream, do you reckon?
When did I what? When did I join my first
live
stream?
panel? Like
2021. That was just when I started going in to live streams in the chat. I never started. I never went in a live stream till Flatsides.
Mm-hmm. Oh, all right, yeah. So you've been watching stuff for a long time, and you just decided to hop in when you saw Keith stuff, you know?
Well, I became a Flat Earther in 2015, but obviously, like, there was a lot of times I was on drugs and that, so I didn't even know there was such things as live streams on Flat Earth. And then after 2017, when all the information, when I came off drugs at certain points, I'm looking for it again, and everything disappeared and that. But even then, I was watching Flat Earth videos and stuff. But I had no idea that there was such things as live streams even on YouTube. I didn't have a clue.
I heard about YouTube. It was becoming a thing, but I was mostly just watching TV really back then.
Oh, I haven't watched TV in years now. It's crazy.
I mean, going by legend, I guess Math Powerland, Eric Dubay, and Jaren were the first ones, but it seems like, at least from the dates he's talked about, Brian's Logic was there with you and everyone watching those first.
Yeah, Brian's Logic used to be in Brandon's in Ranty's before Brandon. That's when I first came to know about live streams, was Ranty, and then it turned into Brandon.
Yeah, I've got Brandon's YouTube site. He's got a lot of stuff archived on there from Ranty, and that's good.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's all still there. The whole lot of it's still there. I actually keep saying it. But I keep I was actually going to do one of Brandon's a review on one of his live streams from ages ago. And I just thought, you know what? I checked in the chat, and I thought my name would be in there under there as PJ Cruikshank, but it changes no matter what. Even though it was the live chat back then, your name still changes in the live chat, even though it's retroactively.
Well, back in 2022, maybe a little bit later, there was still a Skype group live for that show as Brandon was taken over from Randy.
Streamlabs he used.
Yeah, Brandon Toys Skype group there was, so that was for people.
Oh,
to talk
before
about
that, I didn't know he had that. I didn't know he had that beforehand. I didn't know. I only knew.
Yeah,
I
you
only
could
knew
join
him-
it, but it had obviously been abandoned because it was probably Randy's and it got renamed.
Right,
and of course,
yes.
he left with all of his. Well,
Yeah.
I'm thinking, did Randy leave with that many people? Did people follow him? Because if so, that's really weird.
No, I think that Brandon inherited all of Randy's subs. I think they all stayed there. To be honest, there may have been a couple. I don't know.
I was a
But
bit
me-
surprised when I heard. I'm not familiar with them, but obviously that you know them. But that they were unsure about Jaren until TFE, because if anyone's ever heard Jaren talk about God and Scripture, you would know that he's super dodgy.
Oh, definitely.
He hates God as in the Bible.
Like in Brandon's, there was a mixture. There would have been a mixture of people like us who like kind of would suss out what Jam was. Then you had people like Brian Leakey, who will like he supports TFE kind of thing now, doesn't he? Well, he
Oh,
kind
right.
of-
Okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, well, he believed it. He
Flat Earth
believed it.
tests.
Yeah,
Was he leaky? Flat Earth tests?
Brian Leakey. Yeah, flat Earth test. Yeah. He's still
I,
well,
guess-
it's
I guess
news.
I know what they meant though. I think they meant based on a flat Earth basis. Like they
Oh
watched
yeah, he didn't go to
flat
be
Earth
being
stuff.
on the globe. He just believed that TFE happened, how they said it did, and all that. And they still
But
support
after
what
I
he said in
found
Shannon.
after I found that video where he was expressing his full unadulterated views on the God of the Bible,
Yeah.
I was not interested in any of his content after that. But
No,
I
of
guess if
course,
you were
me
following
neither.
him from the beginning, then you've got some sort of.
Me know that. I
You-
mean,
you're invested in him, aren't you? And I suppose when he started doing that anti-Christian stuff, that was a bit of a shock, and you just tune it out. You don't watch that one, and you just go to
Right.
Globebusters and listen to him talk about, because he used to do space stuff, didn't he? Like debunk
yeah,
the NASA and all that.
Baby Truther channel, wasn't it? The NASA crap. He used to look into the window of the space station and that.
But for me, when I find something that's just not, I just can't reconcile. You know, I can't follow and support this person, because if you're watching someone's content, you're supporting them.
Of course, absolutely.
If
That's
I
why
was
I say.
following-
That's why when I used to like the other day, I says I'm really hate giving him this view. You know, TFE when we did hate giving him this view, because what I usually do is download it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because I don't want to give him the view, but at that point it was off the cuff, so why not? Right, let's get over to Rumble then. I suppose let's shut down the YouTube side. See what we're gonna do. Probably watch
Bye,
a couple-
YouTubes.
Right, YouTube. I have put the link in already. I will see you over on the Rumble side. Thanks for joining us here. And if you're not joining us Rumble, I will see you tomorrow. Bless you guys. And I won't shut both sides down this time. Here the sunset's free. It's free. Indeed. See you
Well,
over
it's
there.
easily done, PJ. This technology stuff's complicated.
It's really hard. See you over there.